Soul agenda. Yeah. Fingers on top of bangers, we on the road. When they say don't know how to act, but we clap for 'em. We been steady on the climb from what they got on with dispensable funds, hoping they get what's under the sun. But hold on, show them what you rock. Big or small, it don't matter what you cop. Give it time, you will see our life on top. What was new, I go to DJ Soul Agenda for the drop.
Welcome back to another video from DJ Soul Agenda. I am DJ and here with my wife Chaz.
Hey y'all. I was wrong for sleeping on these like so long.
I was waiting in the road because I was like, I'm going to get this shit. I don't know what brand we don't cover. Look at the chat. They maintain the integrity of the channel. We all like sneakers. We all want to just chill and everything like that. Nobody want to deal with no foolishness. Spotted heavy, right? I'm already knowing they got to do better. That's another perk that the members get. To get the members only streams. And we not restricted to YouTube. Everybody in here likes shoes and hats. I'm trying to get y'all on some of the stuff to go with your shoes and hats. Now, I want this hat, bro. I'd 100% do it here in the loop. Let it drop the heat like that, I'm out. I'm camping. I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit that bell button so you know when we upload.
Fingers on top of bangers, we on the road. When they say don't know how to act, but we clap for 'em. We been steady on the climb from what they got on with dispensable funds, hoping they get what's under the sun. But hold on, show them what you rock. Big or small, it don't matter what you cop. Give it time, you will see our life on top. What was new, I go to DJ Soul Agenda for the drop.
Yo, good evening. What's up? Good evening, everybody. Pull up a seat, man. Welcome to the show. Fitty Cap Friday. What's up, y'all? Where is? Come on in and grab a seat, y'all. Where is it? Come on in and grab a seat, y'all. There we go. Let me see. Pull up a seat, y'all. We're going to get cranked up in here in a minute. Good to see everybody. I'm not looking at the chat right now. I don't have it pulled up, but, well, here, I'll pull it up. Come on in, grab a seat. I see y'all sliding. Always fun to see the whole fam. Coming through. Let me see if I can do this. Give me a second, y'all. I'll work on that. Okay, I'll fix that later. All right, y'all. Let's get it cranked up. Let's close that out. Let me click on that. Boom. What's going on? Who we got in here? I see my guy Blueprint in the building. What's going on? Wiz, I see you. What's up, Brody? Killer Kev, what's going on? Rio in the building. What's going on? I see y'all. Come on. I see people coming in on the chat. Come on in. I know y'all. It's early. So we give people time. Let me get the background music going because we got to have that. You know what I'm saying? We got to have, well, I do. Anyway, I don't know how it is on y'all end, but the kid over here, the kid from the middle of the map, I need that. The kid from the middle of the map, I need that. As a matter of fact, let's crank it up for a little second. Hold on. Let's crank it up for a little second. You know what I mean? Let's go with
Soul agenda. Yeah. Fingers on top of fingers, we on the road. Witness here don't know how to act, but we clap for them. We been steady on the climb from what they got on with dispensable funds, hoping they get what's under the sun. But hold on, show them what you rock. Big or small, it don't matter what you cop. Give it time, you will see our life on top. What was new, I go to DJ Soul Agenda for the drop. So many options, I cannot afford to fly. Won't fly. Might mess around, take home my elephant, take my time with it. We got those drops on time, now we can celebrate with it. It's good vibes only when we come together in attendance. Log off if you feel offended. We didn't build this hub for no scrubs, you should pivot. We talk that sneaker business, even fitted caps of your interest. So good you can hit a home run down in the mid. Got mad flavors and variety for the majors and the minor league. Fanatics all to new era hats, we handle that. Some things you can't get attached, cause it might get snatched. New deal on the resale, hit the chat for the tax, and they got your back.
Look at the chat. They maintain the integrity of the channel.
Fingers on top of fingers, we on the road. Witness here don't know how to act, but we clap for them. We been steady on the climb from what they got on with dispensable funds, hoping they get what's under the sun. But hold on, show them what you rock. Big or small, it don't matter what you cop. Give it time, you will see our life on top. What was new, I go to DJ Soul Agenda for the drop.
I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hit that bell button so you know when we upload.
All right, y'all. I just wanted to hear that. I should have played the other one too. So check it out. First of all, you know what I don't know? I don't know what I want to put up here. I gotta find a sneaker. I gotta put some type of sneaker up there. So what y'all think I should? What should I put? I'm doing renovations right now, y'all. Something's going. All right, that's what's up, Joe. Man, that's what's up, Killer Cat. What should I put up here, man? I gotta put something up here. I'm gonna have to find something to put up here. As you can see, I just cranked it up, obviously, but I'm gonna put something in there. But yeah, man. So let me know what y'all think I should put in there. Something. I'm gonna crack something in there. What's this? You know what? Maybe I should put that Spider-Man 2 in there. But I only got Chaz, so I'm gonna have to go get Chaz's shoe. I could put that in there since that's dropping the wall. I could put that in there and like put like maybe Spider-Man 1 up here and like great. What's the other one? What's the Jordan 1 called? Lost and Found. So I could put like Lost and Found, Spider-Man 1.0, and then put the 2.0 on the spin. That's pretty decent. Although her shoe tiny. Yo, I'm going for that Spider-Man 2.0 tomorrow in the morning. I can't go live though. I can't go live in the morning. Here's why. The reason why I can't go live in the morning, do it a live cop, because I'm going to another sneaker event this Saturday. You know, I had one last Saturday, Greater Sneaker Society. Now I'm got to go to one this Saturday. I'm supposed to be there at 10 o'clock. Sold out events. And this is STL. This one's in St. Louis. So I'm going to that one. Then next Saturday morning, I'm supposed to go to another one. I forget. They keep hit me up on all these. What's the other one I'm supposed to go to? Something sneaker. It's another sneaker event. STL something. I don't know. So I have gotten back to back 3 weeks in a row, 3 Saturdays in a row, where I got to go to these sneaker events. And I'll be honest with you, I'm blessed. I'm blessed that they even they hit me up. They're like, hey, can you come through? Are you coming through? Can you come through? Or are you going to come through? Are you going to be able to make it? You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got tables, you know what I'm saying, too. So they gave me tables. So I'm going to go there and I'm going to pass out some business cards. I'm going to take some hats that I, probably offload a few hats or something. Take some shoes that I don't really, that I can get rid of. Take that. Some for the low. All my shoes, I take with me. I sell everything for the low, man. They, like super cheap. Because I don't care. I'm usually just trying to get rid of it. So, and they're all, of course, everything I sell is my stuff. So it ain't like I'm reselling. Everything is mine. So if I bring it back home, ain't no big deal. It's mine anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to get rid of stuff. I need to go over here in this corner and take some of these shoes. I need to go through here and find stuff too and just take it with me. I got so many shoes and hats outside right now. I took one of these bins. And put it it's outside with hats in it. So I'm gonna put some more hats in it and take it out as well. But yeah, man, it's gonna be. It's just like, what's up, Dark Side? I see you. What's the word? Leaf Fit is in the building. How you doing there? We're gonna be checking out. So tonight we are gonna look at this week's recap on Hatgod 4. I'm definitely gonna look through that, but I also want to look through. I also look at some of the upcoming drops this week. To just check them out. I'll be honest. I saw my Fitted has some decent stuff that actually caught my eye. I'll be honest. I've been kind of quiet on my Fitted for a while, so they had some stuff that's actually dropped that's kind of decent. 4U Caps had a nice drop today in store. Shout out to 4U Caps. I definitely want to check that out as well. I got a head in from 4U Caps too. Remember last week we looked at that those real trees and stuff like that they had. I got this cubby in the mail. Hold on, I gotta get my situation together. So I did get this cubby in the mail. It's a really nice cubby too. You know what I'm saying? It's really nice. Y'all see the gold around it? All that clinkage. You know what I'm saying? There's my brim. Look at that. That's a really nice cubby. Side patch action. Clean clinkage. Definitely nice. Batterman. This from 4U Caps. Look at the UV. You see the satin green though? The satin green UV. Shout out. That's actually really hot. I didn't know this UV was satin prior to obtaining it. I did not know. Shout out to 4U Caps, man. I didn't know this UV was like that. You know what I'm saying? You see the white gutter. This is a really dope cubby. I ain't gonna hold you. You see the button with the real tree on it too. And it reminds me a lot, like in sort of check this out. See, this is what I like. Like if you look at the you know what I'm saying, look at this cardi. This was a rare fittest that dropped here at Pro Image Sports STL. What I like is see how that one they kind of mimic each other to me. Here, let me push the I was looking at them. I was like, I like how they kind of mimic one another. Oh yeah, I'm trying to be halfway decent here. You know what I'm saying? I like how they kind of mimic one another with the gold. But you know what I'm saying? I thought that was hot. And then the side patches as well. It kind of slight. You know what I'm saying? With the gold in them. Because Cardinals and Cubs, you know how that goes. If you know baseball, that ain't the vibe. They don't, that's the rivalry. That's the rivalry. And me being from Chicago, I can wear what I want. But yeah, I think this is hot, man. I don't think they have any more left of these in Pro Image. Like I know that they sold out really quick. They may still have. I'm sorry, not Pro Image. 4U Caps. They might still have the other cub that dropped on the same release. But of those, this is the one I need. A shout out to my guys over at 4U Caps. Amazing job. I might do a review or like a YouTube short or something. I might do a YouTube short. I'm probably gonna start doing that on all these hats. I'm probably gonna do real quick YouTube shorts on all these hats that I get in. You like that, Blue? What's up, Nitro? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Blueprint? I see you in the building, my guy. Actually, I already said hi to you because you was here first, I think. But yeah, man, nice hat. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to share that with y'all. Yeah, it's a really nice hat, y'all, with that red on it. She's slight. Put that in there. But I think, like I say, man, I think I'm gonna try. I may end up. I'm gonna go through my hats again this week, and I'm gonna see if I have more hats dead stock that I don't mind offloading. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing, man. The thing is, I gotta find, because I'm taking my hats. It's like if I want to offload them or AKA sell them, obviously these people gotta wear my size. You 5/8 or 3/4. Not everybody, you know, so it's not like I'm gonna sell all my hats because not everybody wears that size. You know what I mean? So, but I'm gonna try because I did, you know, try to just get extra money for out of town. Cause y'all know I got Orlando coming up, Tampa Bay coming up. So, well, Orlando and Tampa is the same time. So, if you in Orlando and you in Tampa, your boy is gonna be around real soon. If you're in Orlando or in Tampa Bay, your boy Chaz too is gonna be in your area real soon. Okay. Then after that, y'all already know what's going on. We know I'm going back to my other house, my other home, where I was born at. We're gonna be in Chicago. Sneaker Con. Yes, I'm gonna be. I wonder if Hat Club hey, does anybody know? Does Hat Club plan on being a Sneaker Con Chicago? I know there's in Detroit. Does anybody know? Let me see if they did any posts. Let me go look at them on IG. Yo, if Hat Club come, that's hey. I hope they do come to the Sneaker Con Chicago. I mean, they better. They better come to Sneaker Con Chicago, brody. It's like that. So yeah, I will be there. I don't see no post over here, but I'm just gonna assume they will be there. Maybe I should go check old boy out. He would be the one. What's his name? What's the PR guy name? What's his name? I forgot the dude's name. I know I'm talking about the one who do all the videos on what's coming out, the releases. And actually, I gotta go look if they drop too. But what up, Cappy in the building? What's going on, Brody? I see you, my guy. What's up, Brody? Anyway, I hope he there. That'd be dope. All right. So first things first. I'll pop it. No, I'm just joking. Let me go to. We got. Did somebody lock themselves outside? I think my son locked himself in the garage. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Hold on, let me see something. That's all I was wrong. Let's see. All right. So we have. Did I get the? Hold on. Let me make sure I got it, chat. Let me make sure I got it, chat. Hold up. Did I get the results? I know I got them this week, didn't I? Yeah. No, we got the matchups. We didn't get the results this week yet. For week 2. You know what I'm saying? I just got the. So we only got the week 2 schedules. I didn't get the results yet. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal about it. Oh yeah, we did. We didn't. We got the results in, but we didn't make the. Okay, so I don't have who won and lost from the versus, y'all. Like I have the polls. I got the poll information, but I don't have the records, so I don't have that yet. You got the 200 to 500. Oh, I was wondering what y'all was talking about. I'm like 205 people doing what? Yeah, I don't have that, man. So here's the problem with the mock-ups, the mock-up competition. I don't have the layout with the scores on it, so it's not gonna be like fun going over that this week. It's not gonna be fun going over who's up against who. I don't have it, so well, that's okay. I'll probably get it later. Then we'll go over it at that time, y'all. It's okay. But nevertheless, we can always still look at some of the stuff in the competition that's out there. So let me do that anyway. We can look at that, and we can also look at some of these drops, man. That's everything. I'm 2-0, DJ. The Hive, slight. There's been some nice. I mean, there's been some. I mean, I think it's real cool seeing the competition. You know, the mock-ups going versus one another. And one thing that's crazy is that we haven't even gotten to a point where it's like maybe we haven't gotten to a point where it's like let's see some new mock-ups from the teams. I think that'll be cool to see. Maybe that's like a playoff thing or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's what maybe that'll be something planned. I don't know this. This is not a confirmed thing. You know what I'm saying? But I think it'd be dope if maybe like in the playoff time, you know what I'm saying? There is a new mock-up out there for the teams in the playoffs. That might be kind of cool. Or let me ask you guys this: or do you rock with the team? You know, do you not do new mock-ups and rock with what you've been doing this whole season? Now keep it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Do you just do we just go that route? You know what I'm saying? Keep it like that. Now, what I can see happening is in the event that there is a tie, that feels like that clearly warrants. All right, y'all go make some new mock-ups and we'll do to break the tiebreaker instead of actually ending in a tie. I feel like instead of actually recording a tie, if there was a tie, I think that we should do that. Let's get some new mock-ups from the team, and then have those go up to break that tie. Because instead of record, I don't think I would want to record the tie, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Rock the whole season. You think Dark Side? Yeah, just rock what's been taking you this whole season. I think it'd be dope, man. I think that's dope too. Don't get me wrong. I highly think that's dope. You know, rock with what you've been doing the whole season and see what what comes out of it. Because some of these mock-ups, first of all of them, every single submission to me is phenomenal. I applaud each and every artist, each and every creator for their submissions because all of them have thoughts, and some have hooks and some don't. Some don't. They're just good hacks. All of them are good hacks, but some of them just knocked out hacks without even hooks on it. And I think there's a place for both. Because the thing is, in the store, not everyone is going to know what the hook is to that because it's not always published alongside the it's not always published alongside the hat in store. You know what I'm saying? Let me calm my son. So that if you could just put out a dope hat that people will buy anyway, survive. Hold on. Sorry, I was talking to my son. He said, I'm ready for new mock-ups. 220% of the vote. I bet you are. What's up, Isaac? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, my guy? Do I have this set up? Oh, don't forget, New Era Boy has the LA Jerry Rice. So if you haven't tapped in with him on that, you might want to do so. Tap in with him on the LA Jerry Rice. He also has the opening day socks, but that's limited. So definitely tap in with New Era Boy on YouTube. I'm sorry, on Instagram at New Era Boy. You definitely want to talk to him if you're trying to copy either one of those. The socks is the main vibe for me. Thank you, buddy. That was TJ. You ain't gonna say hi. You gonna say hi? You can at least say what's up to the people, Brody.
What's up, y'all?
You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, Brody?
Good.
It's Pretty Cap Friday, bro.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? When your hats and your pins and stuff at?
I got two extra more.
You got 2 new pins? Okay. He said he got 2 new pins. I didn't even know what he's talking about. But TJ said he got some new pins. For y'all that don't know, that's my boy. That's TJ. TJ needs his fitted. He got some hats. He got some hats. I got some. I gotta show y'all. Actually, I'm gonna show y'all some pictures of him. Hold on, let me make sure. He did take some. I did take some pictures of him wearing hats, and he got it all pinned up and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta make sure that like, because I was in the garage, so I don't want like my license plate and stuff to be all in the pictures. You know what I'm saying? Let me go look for him. I don't know if I ever showed them to y'all. Yeah, let me. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. TJ, that's my little guy. I'm gonna send him, put him on the computer. Give me a second, chat. Show y'all his little. I should just did this. What's up, Gucci? I see you, Brody. Let me do it this way, y'all. Hold on, chat. I'm almost done, y'all. We'll show my G out. There we go. Let me show y'all him, man. He be cracking me up. Let me make sure. Again, let me check it again. Make sure we good. He had on. Oh, why they not showing up over here? That's okay. They're not showing up over here, but I'll show you. You got your pens?
Yeah.
You want to come on over here and show off your pens? Oh, what's that in there? Oh, they came in the mail?
No.
You just put them in that?
No. It came from school. It's like a award thing. I got awards.
You got some awards at school?
Yeah, and I saw that there were pins in there.
You don't know what they look like?
I seen them.
You like them?
Yeah. Open.
So family channel. You gonna put these pins on your hat? You don't have to take out the letter, just take the pins out. Is that the award in there too?
Yeah. What's more?
Oh, well, let me see. Let me see what you got. What the award say?
I got
2023 ELA Achievement Award.
Yeah, I got achievement, social studies, social studies, science.
Slight. ELA. Okay. By the way, I'm gonna go ahead and pump that out. This is a straight A student right here. What you in 6th grade, right?
Yeah.
He gonna be in 7th grade next year. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll go ahead and promote that. Yeah, that's my son, one of them. Anyway, but yeah, he does have 3 awards here, man. He does have 3 awards here. He got 3.
I didn't get a math one. I have an A in math.
Let me see. You got your. Come show off your pens, bro. What's up, Willis? Here, you can hold. I don't want.
You got academic.
Oh, hold on. Let me make sure you got some white. Let me make sure you're right, Brody. You should definitely put all these on your pen, bro. I mean, on your hat. There, I just want to put some light back there to help you out.
You got citizenship. I don't know if
Citizenship award pen. Let me see. Bring it back some. It probably is too bright, but they ain't gonna be able to see that citizenship. It's okay.
And academic.
Academic excellence. Go ahead, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I mean, I don't need no awards to show me because I received your report card. But shout out to you, bro, man. That's dope. That's dope. Good year. You absolutely had a good year. So you know what? I'm gonna show them your hat that you want to bring some of your hats down? So I mean, they're not new, but you can still bring your hat down. They, you know, some Blueprint was just saying you had they wanted to see your hat. I got your picture with your pins and your COVID pirate.
Okay.
I'll let him do that, Chad. He, you know, he like to be on the show anyway. You know, it's my son. He get those kind of perks. I let him do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Let him do his thing. Let me show y'all. Like email myself. I don't know why those didn't come through either. All right, hold on. Here we go, chat. Let me show y'all my guy. Look at my dude. All right, here it comes, chat. One moment. Carry one, yeah. You said I can never touch a citizenship award. TJ Soul Agenda Slight. All right, here we go. Here go one of them, y'all. Let me zoom in a little bit on it. TJ. Look at Brody with the COVID power on. Y'all don't know if y'all seen that. Him with his COVID power. And like, mind you, he do his own pins. Like I don't do nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with where he put it and how he put it. That's all him. That's all him. So let me go get the other one. I'm showing them your two pictures real quick, bro. You see that it froze? Sorry about that, chat. Look at him. He's all pinned up. Like I said, that ain't me. That's him. That's his doing. That's his doing. You know what I'm saying? Got his braids stuck. Your braid's longer than that now, though. Your braid's longer than that now. That's TJ rocking it. I see you, Brody. We got, Mel, what's up? Another 50 Friday, 16 months. Thanks, Mel. Appreciate the 16 months resub. Shout out to you. What you got here, Brody?
I got my hats.
Let me give my son his shine. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, I know. You're good. I know you're good, bro.
My favorite hat.
That's your favorite hat?
Yeah.
Okay, slight. You go ahead. You kill them. You can show one at a time. You know, you can put them all down or something.
My color pirate.
Okay.
This one hat that I got from SneakerCon.
You got that from SneakerCon?
Mm-hmm. Remember the time I went to SneakerCon?
You got that from SneakerCon? Or was the Greatest Sneaker Society? It was probably the Greatest Sneaker Society when we went to one of them. When Swaggle was here? Is that when you got that? Yeah, that was a sneaker event. Okay. The Nellyville. It's like, I see you.
And then we got my second favorite hat.
Okay, slight. We gonna eat. Those dope, bro. Them dope. And I know you got pins upstairs, but no, good job on. I don't. They don't. This ain't new to you, but just, you know, shout out for getting them good grades. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you always do that. He always does it. It's like me telling him this kind. It's nothing new to him. You know, this ain't new between us. Me telling about his grade. He just does.
I had 100+.
This boy right here. What's your favorite subject?
Social studies. With a teacher.
No, okay. He's good at math too. He real good. The boy is a brainiac. He one of them kids that don't study and they just get A's. That's what he is. He's one of. I was never that type of person. I wasn't one of them that just do that. Like that. He's one of them. So shout out, Brody. You know, always doing a good job, man. I'm gonna get back to the people, but I just wanted to give you that, you know, the little shine. You feel me? I also want, you know, we do sneakers too. You ain't got no heat on your feet right now. You got socks on, but we gotta get you. We gotta get you your heat on feet. He got sneakers too. He got kicks. We keep him right, don't we? Yeah. He said he got some new shoes. I bet they don't doubt that. Obviously, in his house, you know what I'm saying? All right, bro. Let me get back. If you want, you can come chill with me one day if you want. Not tonight though. Oh man, we'll see. Have a good day, buddy. That's TJ. Like I said, you know, I know that's not for everybody, but that's fine. What's the square root of this live? Oh, we'll see. You love the Nelly Bill Willis? Yeah, it's a nice hat. What's up, Amy? I know, like I said, I know for the majority of the people, what mainly soul, the OG soul family would be here looking at would be, understand that you have to take time out to watch that part. But now I'm getting ready to go through. Now I'm getting ready to go through and look at some of these drops, man. Like I said, in 95 North got a drop, of course. What's up, Tone? I see. What's up, Amy Allen? Well, I should have clicked on this one. The new segment, he shows his pin work and fitted shoe combo. It's like, I mean, the thing is, he will. You know that he will. Absolutely, he will. So, my guys over in Pro Image Sports in the Lou this weekend. Let me show you what they got. And I got to go get it because, I just off the strength. Some of y'all have already seen it. We got us the Vegas coming in. You know what I'm saying? These gonna be dropping tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna go get mine. I'm going to get mine. I just have to. I have the. Who dropped the other one that I got? Was it Yodi or was it? I don't even know if it's out here. I can't remember if it was Yodi or who it was. And is it in here? Or is it outside? Who was it? Was it Yodi? Was it Brooklyn Caps? I think it was Brooklyn Cap actually. And I got to get a shoe up here, y'all. I'm tripping. We're gonna get that together. It might be outside, so I'm gonna have to go outside and get it. Yeah, I think it was Brooklyn Cap. But you know how these we in the comments? Yeah, I see y'all over in the comments. I see y'all. Yeah, this is a fire hat, you know what I'm saying? Especially for me being here in the loop, gotta go get that. I want to go get the other one, but it's around the corner in the bird cage. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Here, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Tink, and then tink, and then tink. Who else? Who else I see? I know. That's about it. But yeah, this is coming out. This Pro Image Sports St. Louis. They also had another one that was last week. They did this one as a shock drop last week with the Cordy brim on it. I didn't go cop this one. I might still. They're still there. I know it is. It's in one of any other stores. I didn't go cop it because here's the reason. Well, I didn't go Saturday because I was at the sneaker event, which I'm gonna be this Saturday too. So it's like I need to go up there Sunday and try to pick up both of them before I leave. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them, Pro St. Louis. And I know Willis like that. Willis, you see me? You see that, Willis? You see my people out here in St. Louis? Pro Am Sports St. Louis in the building. You see that? Looks like it's Denver and Miami in the finals. Yeah, STL killing it. Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, but I definitely got to go cop that joint for sure. So shout out to Pro Am Sports St. Louis for that. Let me go look at some other heat. Now let me ask. I know let me go here. So let me ask y'all, man. As far as it goes with my fitted, how have you guys been feeling lately on their drops? I feel like they deliberately took a break for dropping a lot of heat. I think they took a break, and then now all of a sudden here they come again. There's the one thing we know for sure. They have no shortage of caps in stock and what they decide they want to put out. They have no shortage of that. You know what I'm saying? I think they just take time out. We want to wait. We just want to wait before we put all this stuff out. I support that. I get it. And I also remember back in the days where you could trying to get a my fitted hat was like, yeah, good luck. Whereas now you got stuff that's actually sitting on the website and on sale. Again, granted, things that come out that are panic per se usually are gone. Sooner than you can blink before you can blink an eye. So you gotta try to blink faster than everybody else, or get a assist, right? We know that. But let me go here. So first off, I'm going to look at this upcoming drop this weekend, which is tomorrow for them. You mean STL Hasbro? Oh yeah, STL Hasbro. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we got my faded releasing the Kraken. Yeah, Nick this one. What's up? It's been a minute. What's going on, brother? We here. So looking at it, upcoming drop this Saturday. Okay, I'll be honest with you. It's good to see some creativity coming in again. Some of the they're breaking things out here. I'll be honest with you. There's a few here that I actually like. Like for example, I love, and I'm gonna get the other pictures of them too. Matter of fact, let me see if the next post actually has those other pictures. Yeah, this one would probably be better. In particular, I love this Colorado. This Colorado to me is very nice. This is a very nice Colorado Rockies. I love the piping, the yellow piping right here, separating the two, the navy and the white and the brim. I just think that's phenomenal. Again, there's that stitching that's going around the rest of the hat. We talked about this the other time whenever we had that tone. Baron Sox's pressure, yes, it's pretty nice, man. Pretty nice. This is This is probably my favorite out of this pack. This release. Oh, you need the link. I guess. Pat, you want to send him the link? Can you send him the link, Pat? Here, I do it. I'm already on the computer. What am I doing? Asking you. I'm so sorry. Let me get it taken care of right now. I am actually here and on Instagram. Let me send it to you real quick, Willis. I got it, Pat. I'm all right. I'm crazy behind. I'm sitting right here. So I don't know why I'm about to do it right now. I'm asking somebody to do it for me. I'm not behind. I'm sitting right here. Okay, I just sent it to you. He said, "You guys are great. Thanks, brother. We appreciate you. We got you." All right, back where we were. Oh, thanks. Okay. Now I'll be honest with you guys. I like the New York as well. Is there an up close picture of the New York? There isn't. Is there? There isn't. I like the New York from my fitted as well. I'll be honest with you. That's a nice one too. How do you guys feel about piping, chat? How do you guys feel about the piping? How do y'all feel about that? There's piping on this hat too, on the Colorado Eagles. How do we feel about piping? Because you know what? In the mock-ups that we've gotten in the competition, I don't think we have any piping. So that's my question. And how do you guys all, that like hats, how do you feel about piping? Is it, you're like, I don't like it, or you don't like it when it's every seam, because with every break, sometimes it's every break. Sometimes it's every break, or pleat, or whatever you want to call it, pleat, or I don't know what you want to call it, every break or every pleat. Sometimes in each one of those, they have the piping on there. It can be a little bit overwhelming for some. Well, yeah, how do y'all feel about piping? Like, I feel like, first of all, it depends on the color, and it highly depends on the color for me, immediately. And then, what's up, Brody? Oh, there it is. What's up, Willis? Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, man? I can do some piping here and there. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can do some piping here and there. Like you said, it depends on color. Depends on, fabric.
I think it depends on
really,
the color.
it kind of depends on how straight the pipe.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I like it, but I was just thinking.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself? Where's New Era Boy? Let me hit him up. You lagging a little bit this week, Willis. You're lagging.
Doing well.
You're lagging this week. Can you tell?
Yeah, that's been trying to get on. My internet's been acting up, and I couldn't get on earlier. And so I've been sitting there. I'm sweating. I don't know if you can tell. I was meant to be on earlier, and I kept resetting my internet and stuff. So, anyways, I'm here now.
Yeah, it's all good, brother. And you know me, I'm good.
You there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, there is a lag, huh?
Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I was just wondering how people felt. With no piping for you, it's not for you. You say I'm okay with some. Really? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I just think it has to be done right. Like, I got some hats. I don't think any of them are out here, but I actually have some hats that have piping on them, and it's phenomenal. Like, I actually think those my fitted ones are nice. Those my fitted ones, with the pipe. Not all. I don't agree with not all of them. I don't like, but that's okay. We like what we like. What's up, Chilltown? Salute, Chilltown. I think that, but yeah, now one of the mock-ups had piping in it that I can remember. So is it like a shunned upon thing? You think? Well, that's what you like. Is it like is this community like, oh, we off that? That ain't or is it just not hype or what?
I think you probably hit it on the head. I don't think it's hype right now. I don't think it's just not a thing right now. I think, whenever somebody makes one and they have a big name, and sometimes they get bought up, or if you have a good hook, like if you're making an old style hat, then you got the collectors that want that team. They're like, okay, I want to touch. Like when Cat was showing Chad's hat the other day, and he's got the white, I think it's a Cincinnati hat with the red pinstripe on a cotton hat, on a cotton fabric. I think that'll probably work pretty well. But that's kind of something that the collectors will buy. But I don't know. Everything's trendy. Everything has its wave.
I agree. Everything is definitely trendy.
Everything right now, green and gray bottoms, and I know that's just always been a good look. But like last year, we were seeing bright colors for UVs, and this year people aren't liking the bright colors, and so more subdued colors this year.
I think that
Beige pants are still doing good.
I need to put a shoe up. I'm gonna take this down for now because it's just sitting up here. It's just sitting up here without anything in it. That was anything there. I think that turn it off.
Did you say you're going to pick up that new Era drop or the Pro Image STL drop tomorrow?
I'm going to, yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to get. I don't know. Depending on when I leave the event tomorrow, I can go to the mall and get it. My Pro Image hats.
Yeah.
So otherwise, it'll have to be on Sunday. But hopefully, I'll leave there at a decent time and then go pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to go. I gotta go cop those. That's my store. So,
yeah.
I gotta go see my people and get my perks.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah. I'm actually gonna be up in the area tomorrow. So.
Yo, what's up, DJ?
Millie.
By the mall.
You gonna stop by? Which mall you gonna stop by?
I don't know. I'm not real sure where to go. That's why I was gonna tap in with you guys. See where.
Well,
to go.
yeah, the one that I go to is in the Galleria. I mean, I've been to all of them, obviously, but the Galleria one that's your feeder.
Okay.
That's your feeder. So, if you're gonna do anything, it'll be at that mall.
Yeah.
That's you want to do a drop or whatever. That's where you want to go.
All right, sounds
So
good.
that's where I go. That's where I'm most connected in, and that's why obviously that's why I met Jared at that store, and his wife.
Okay, yeah, nice, yeah.
Jared, obviously.
Yeah.
So
I met him in Vegas. I know him super well. You probably know him better than I do, actually.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah,
so
very. Yeah.
That's why I met him and his wife. Every time I see him, it's just like family. It's a family vibe there as well. We just talk all the time, the whole time I'm there. I'm like, well, let me get out of here, bro. But I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna try to go up there and get that. I know Pat has a drop coming out with them eventually here soon too. So that's gonna be cool. We're gonna see if I'm gonna ask, can we do something big when that happens? I want to try to do an event for the drop at the store. And I'm broadcasting it live. I'm sure Jared wouldn't have a problem with it, but of course I have to talk to him about it. So we'll be definitely doing something like that, a live thing.
Yeah, let me know how that goes. I might try to, I'd love to try to get up there. Yeah.
You got any? Let me ask you this, Willis. Are you interested in going to Chicago on June 10th and June 11th for SneakerCon?
Oh, for sneaker convention?
Yeah, for the big one. This is the big one.
I don't know. Maybe I should make some time.
I'm driving up there. It's on June 10th and June 11th. I'm driving out. I'm gonna drive up there on Friday night after work. Whatever I got for work. I'm gonna drive up there, and I'll be driving back home on Sunday evening.
Okay.
But I think that what I was asking is because there.
I think I cut out again.
Froze up a little bit.
Yeah, you did. You froze up.
Sorry. Everything's running crap. I'm so embarrassed right now. It's been
it's okay.
Every time I go live on Instagram, I can't see comments, and I was hoping it was going to be better here on YouTube, but I got to take my phone in.
That doesn't look too bad. Let me ask you this: how you're running off of Wi-Fi or internet or mobile?
Well, my Wi-Fi is working worse than my mobile, so I had to switch over to my mobile.
That shouldn't happen. The only reason that this happened because you don't are you downstairs?
No, I'm outside in my garage.
So your signal, what are you running, like a 2? You got like a 2.5 hertz? That ain't, and I'm assuming you got 2.5 hertz, right? And
the upload.
No, your router.
Everything's running good. I think it's my phone. My wife keeps telling me to take my phone back.
What's your internet signal looking like from your house?
I don't know.
On your phone. Look at your cell phone, bro. Look at your internet.
I'm on. It was worse when I was on the Wi-Fi. I'm on Wi-Fi now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you'll be more stable on Wi-Fi. Because the reason I'm asking is you should be more stable on your in-home Wi-Fi. But I'm wondering what is the strength that you're receiving?
Trash.
What strength are you receiving from your home?
I'm back on.
Your house. Yeah, see now you're this is looking better. It's getting there. But you probably how many bars do you have on your Wi-Fi signal?
Well, I had to switch back over to 5G because it cut out when I switched over to Wi-Fi.
You probably need another router, or your router placement is probably bad. You're probably trying to go through some type of wall with there's some insulation or something that isn't so great. Especially, or maybe you're trying to send a signal through the ducts. The what are them things called with the vents, the air ducts. I don't really know, but you shouldn't be having that problem. But if I was there, I could troubleshoot it for you.
I know. I need to get the Geek Squad over here.
I can help you with that, bro.
But I also need to do something with my phone because sometimes my phone will just like freeze up and I can't do anything.
iPhone, you got an iPhone, right?
Yeah. My wife was using it the other day and she started like complaining, and I'm like, "You're doing the same thing. You get annoyed with me for complaining about my phone. You're complaining about my phone now."
Gabby says get a Wi-Fi extender. I would actually say that is the worst thing you could do.
A Wi-Fi extender. Cappy also wants Android, so maybe I'll Android next.
A Wi-Fi extender is not the answer if you have a bad signal to begin with.
Maybe Android's not the answer either.
Nah, it doesn't matter. They both are fun. But a Wi-Fi extender, people don't know. That's really not the answer because all it's doing is if you have a bad signal to begin with, and you put a Wi-Fi extender, all you do is extending the bad signal.
Oh, really?
People don't pay attention to that.
Right.
So, and if it doesn't help anything because it's your Wi-Fi extender IP sending information to your home router. There's a gap. There's a little delay in that. So that's not good for a lot of reasons. I would never tell someone to get a Wi-Fi extender. You just need to get a stronger router, and route. You gotta get a better router and the placement. But this ain't that type of show. This is Hat Show. I can go out to help out with that all day. But yeah, I would never recommend a Wi-Fi extender, bro. Especially for live feed. Man, I guess you can shut up. Let me ask you the question: how you feel about piping on hats, man? Some of them are done cool. Some of them I think is
it depends. It depends on the hat. Actually, it depends on the design.
Yeah, maybe. It also the nostalgia. How nostalgic are you feeling today?
Exactly.
So if you have a hat with just, let's just say it was just the front two pleats, right? The front two pleats, because we see that, right? Sometimes we'll just have piping on the front two pleats,
right?
Separating the main display or whatever it's called. Okay, that's cool. But are you cool with that versus having it on all of the pleats?
I'm cool with that. I wouldn't want all that single one. Yeah, I'll be cool with that nice little separation.
Okay, so the separation, and then you know how sometimes on them you don't have them on both sides of the seams.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? You know what I'm talking about, Willis? When the piping is when you have it double on both sides of the seams.
I don't know. I personally, I don't want to hate on anything because I know everybody's got their own opinion, but I don't really piping just in general. I think the hat Chad's got coming out, the Cincinnati Reds hat, it's got piping all the way around it. I think it'll work with the hook, and that's what he's making it for. It's like a display piece.
Oh,
hey, what up?
What up, Brody?
What's the word, y'all?
I mean, not the item though. Not the item.
Oh.
Not the item.
Let's go.
Like a little slight.
Yeah. It's like
little slight.
Not the item. That's what the item right there, boy.
I figured. So Will. Oh shit, wrong way. Willis.
Here, I do this for you.
There you go.
Can you see him?
Look at the background.
Hold on, let me.
Oh, you got nice.
This the one. I'm in the front room, right? I'm actually in the front room. So the TV in my room, I'm still waiting on another remote to come because I ordered one for this TV too.
But now you're practicing up. Yep.
Yes.
Now we got to get Chad on that train, and you guys need to set it up like your ESPN, ESPN announcers, and you can have your scoreboards in the back or your map in the back.
It's funny you say that because I'm talking to an artist trying to get overlays where what I'm gonna set it up in my OBS.
Yeah.
I'm trying to set it up as to we're gonna be. I want to set up so we will all be looking like we're on desks. That's how the overlay is gonna look. Like we're all behind desks. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to make it look like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got it's gonna be so dope. It's gonna be so dope. But yeah, I'm working on that with an artist right now. You know.
Yes.
People there, you can get a cup made, like a coffee cup that says DJ Sports. A coffee cup. Yes.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting something just made anyway. What was I gonna say?
Oh no, I'll tell you later.
We're gonna look at Chad's hat real quick. What's up, Chaz? Chaz is walked in here.
Chaz.
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah, I know you have. Hold on. Get Chad to come back on here again too. Which one are we talking about with Chad? You said not this one, right? Which one has the piping?
Chad captured them the other night. They're part of his baseball history pack.
Oh, okay. I thought it would be one of these.
No, no, not really. Cat showed it the other night. It's a Design Lab hat.
Okay.
So it's to have that nostalgic feel. It's like for real collectors, you know.
I think I seen that one when he showed it. When Cat had showed it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one string.
Yeah, and when the way he made it, it had the old black and white.
The one when it had
interior
filled in the inside.
Yeah. So I mean, it was really the whole story behind it. It was such a sick story. Was amazing.
So
That's Professor Jarvis.
Shit. So let me ask y'all this then. So that's piping. How do you guys feel about Pinstripe?
Love Pinstripe.
I like
Pinstripe hat on the way.
I like a good pinstripe.
Depending on
okay,
I say this, depending on the hat. Because if it's too much going on or too many colors on this pinstripe hat, then
It's gotta be.
I got a white with navy blue pinstripe, matching navy blue bill, matching navy blue thread and metallic pewter, and then some like metallic gold. It's gonna be.
That might be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I was gonna get it out the gold. It looked like, oh, you should put gold on it. So we threw some gold on it.
You know, commonly when it came to, in earlier times, I should say, I feel like most people, the common folk associated pinstriping with like Yankees, Red Sox, maybe White Sox. I think those are the things that come to mind, So seeing it on other teams at times, I think it has a tough acceptance.
Okay, so what I did, right? I'm glad you said that because it just sparked my memory. Because I made these hats months ago. I picked Marlins. I picked team Rockies, Yankees. I picked teams that did pinstripe in the past. So it won't be a team that hasn't had the pinstripe.
That's what I think. I feel like it's hard to get acceptance on those teams that you hadn't seen it before.
Yeah.
You put out a pinstripe hat.
And I might have done the year. I might even kept it right to the year. I'm not real sure if you're able to do that or not.
So let's just be honest. A Cardinals pinstripe hat is going to be tough to accept.
Did they never pinstriping? Yeah, I probably didn't do it.
It just doesn't feel. Yeah, they never done it, and it just doesn't. To me, it just doesn't feel right. Now, the thing about me is that I probably would get it anyway. If it dropped here somewhere, I'd probably get it anyway. But now there was a pack that dropped that was pinstripe St. Louis. It was at Lids. I think it was that bubblegum pack or whatever it was, like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what that was?
I think that was like last
year.
Like red and yellow.
You talking about the Big Chew?
Yeah, the Big Chew.
Yeah,
I didn't buy it though because I couldn't do the colors. The colors weren't for me.
It was hot, bro. It hit everywhere.
Yeah, I just couldn't. I couldn't do the St. Louis pinstripe. I didn't like the colors.
Yeah,
that's all. I didn't. That's it. That was it. I was like, I can't do that. I just can't do that. That color ain't it for me.
It
You
was
know,
huge. I was traveling and I was down in Florida at Universal. I saw it at Disney. I saw that hat everywhere. Sorry.
yeah, you good. So
No.
let's talk about UVs. I got a question about UVs that I want to poll the chat, and obviously all of us up here on about. And we can look at it from both the creative perspective and let's talk about it from a creative perspective, as well as flip the coin and look at it purely from a novice, so just a consumer, okay, just a consumer. The standard is that the universal standard is your Kelly green or your gray UV, right? But and that's that most creators will try to make those their defaults. Occasionally maybe an icy, occasionally with the right colors, right? But then when you look at all the colors and materials, the black. When you look at all the other colors, and like you can get in materials such as satin UVs, etc. From a what is the acceptance like? Well, how do you feel the acceptance is with the first side, the creativity, Kelly green, gray, and then all of the other colors versus? No, let's just leave it at between the Kelly green and gray versus all the colors. Like, why don't we see people willing to utilize more different color palettes?
We did.
It's like to stay away from it.
We saw it last year. It's just the trend wave. I'm telling you, it's just like everybody who turned in hats 6 months ago before we had the pushback by New Era, they had colored UVs. Now they're all changing it to grays and greens. It's literally the trend. It's following the trend, because that's why like my hats with yellow UVs, so the Maui Wowies, they sold because at the time people wanted different color UVs. Then we got too many bright color UVs, so then we went back to the subdued colors. It's just waves. It's just waves. The colors will be back. You know, some guy had made a Rangers hat. The pink was too bright. It was bright pink glow. And if you've done work with New Era, you know the colors in the program aren't really as close as you would hope they were to the color in real life. So he got the color, and it's more like a brighter pink. And so, anyways, he's not into the bright pink. But I mean, maybe who knows how it works. But
So
we'll have to see how it works.
I say, me looking at it, I kind of came into this doing greens and grays. Even from like some of my first beginning mock-ups, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. 3 years,
year and a half, 2 years, 2.5 years ago, almost three. For the most part, majority of my hats were grays and greens.
Yeah.
But I will say, I did have a few with color bottoms. I did maybe 1 or 2 ices, and then I did something like wasn't purple. What was that? It was another color. That I did a yellow, because I did a White Castle hat. I had did a pack for a bunch of different Cappy. What's the word? I had did a pack for a bunch of different fast food restaurants, and I did.
What's up, man? I can't hear y'all.
Oh, you can't? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
No, you're good. New Era. He's
Okay.
connected, so it's catching
So,
up.
hey, New Era boy, you started with greens and grays about 2 or 3 years ago, because that was, and then you went into colors like about a year.
Yeah.
You know,
then I started doing
and we're
more
back
colors.
Yeah,
I got to doing colors. I got to kind of dabbling with the colors or whatever, because I started doing quite a few hook hats.
Yeah.
So I was hooking it to that, and then went back to what I more so started with.
Yeah.
And it did seem like once I went back, cause like, okay, so when I entered the first hat guide, that hat was icy bottom. When I entered the second, it was back to what I was originally doing, and I entered the gray bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, me personally, I like to dress and put certain clothes on or whatever. Them UVs on certain hats and matching up with certain clothes, certain shoes, it just don't work sometimes.
True. It's hard.
It sometimes it just don't work. And then now, I have noticed working with the stores, a lot of these color UVs are not selling, especially right now.
Right now. Yeah.
Because that's not what they looking for. It's gonna pick up a little bit more for the summertime or whatever, because people gonna put on the colors. They gonna have crazy shoes. You got the J tips coming out, so you know what I'm saying. People gonna be putting on certain colors or whatever. It's summertime. Summertime is here, basically here. So you gonna have more of the color UVs start to come out, but for the most part, I don't know. Some of them color UVs, and then the way people put them together with these hats, it just look crazy.
Okay, in the building. You want to weigh in, Pat, on that question?
I didn't hear the question. I was like setting up back here. I know it's about UVs.
Yeah, looking at gray. How the default right now is the gray and green versus the color.
Default
from a artist perspective, a creator perspective. Then I'll go talk about the consumer, the novice consumer perspective in a minute.
Yeah.
I've always liked gray and greens better than everything. As Big Kid, it's always been like my thing. If you ever see a different color on my hat, it's because it's like I was forced to do it to add an extra color hit of that color. Like the awareness pack, I got like an orange UV for gun violence awareness because the ribbon's orange, and I didn't want an all orange hat.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So I can't sit up here and say, nah, it's unacceptable, because I honestly, dude, I don't like orange UVs, but I did it, and I know it's gonna hit, bro. It's gonna hit. So there's like, it's a place and a time for everything. My thing is, bro, I can't stand eyelets, bro. Eyelets, but here's my order: greens, gray, pink, red, and blues. I could do those still. Like, I prefer those. But yellows, white people shouldn't wear yellow UVs, bro. I'm too pasty. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I just can't, bro. It looks weird. I'll start to look like a Simpsons character or something, bro.
Not true.
So, not true. Now, let's flip it over to let's turn off our brains from the creativity side and look at it from the perspective.
He got a Black Beauty on.
Yeah. Let's look at it from the perspective of a novice consumer. So, obviously, I think from a consumer standpoint, and you hit on what I was thinking as well. I think it's seasonal. I think it's it's highly seasonal. I don't think that the rainbow, I'm just gonna call it the rainbow, I don't think that spectrum works during winter at all.
Absolutely.
I think it's highly spring and mainly summer. Somewhat spring, but mainly summer. Because spring is associated with those lighter colors as well, right?
Yeah. I feel like Easter starts to kick it off.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's when it starts.
But then when you get to the summertime, that's when you get to the yellows, the pinks, or the flamingo pinks. You know what I'm saying? All of that. I think that's when all that purples. That's when that stuff starts popping off to color coordinate those color sneakers. Because I feel like the common consumer, not all of them are buying the hats because it's a banger or they know the artist and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, the common consumer is buying the hat because it goes with a fit.
Facts. Majority of your so seeing as if I was working with the store, I can't even say I won't say that. I'm saying that wrong. Seeing as if when I first came into the hat community, I was looking at one store because here in Chicago at that time, I only knew about this one store. This store everybody knows about.
You can say it. Doesn't need to. All right, I got.
We know who y'all. We know who we talking about.
Say less.
They standing in there, sitting in there. People were coming in there with outfits, or they were coming in there with the shoes that they just bought.
Yeah,
and they
I
like,
used to do that too. That's how I used to buy hats.
what y'all got that's gonna go with this color?
Right.
And I'm just standing there looking like I'm in there buying a hat, but I'm standing there looking and they like, what y'all got to go with this? What y'all got to go with this? Like some of them colors they can't match. You can come close, but some of them colors you just not gonna match.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand that. Like that's how I started. Like going to high school, I had to wear a uniform. Only thing I could wear was shoes, gym shoes, and my hat got to match my shoes.
Right.
So,
Same here.
Anybody else want to weigh in before I go to the next question?
Yeah, I'd like to weigh in real quick. If you go back and look at color trends and just Google color trends, all these brands like agree on a color like palette for the season. Mm-hmm. And that's what everything comes out like that. Yeah. And then whether we like it or not, our brains go to that. So last year, if you look at the colors, they were brighter. Same exact color palette this year, except muted. So from the bright green to the olive green, from the bright like beetroot to more subdued, more closer to maroon. And you can go look at that. Beige carried over, all that. So it's whether we like it or not, these big companies are telling us what we like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Social engineer.
I mean, I like what we like too, you know. Right. But
so let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this. Let's approach this from the artistic approach. The artistic, because everybody's creators up here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The default being green and gray. What is the disconnect with black? UV.
It was old heads.
Yeah.
So the youngsters came in and they're like, "Ooh, that's old school. We don't like that." And then so it stuck because the young people create and dictate the trends. You know. I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know. It was the younger crowd. They're like, they just wanted to have a different thing.
Yeah, that's how it usually is in every genre.
Yeah. You know, and then it everybody catches up with the young people, with the new wave, you know, everybody catches up. But that's what's selling. That's what sells. That whatever they're wearing on the field, that's the biggest seller. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I would say some of these smaller shops are probably maybe keeping the lights on with their customs, but most of these people that are growing are not keeping the lights on with customs. I promise you that. I've been saying that since the beginning. Luke is losing money doing all this. It's all for the community and to have fun and stuff like that. So, you know, it's all good. I don't mean he's losing money like like it's a bad thing. It's just like he's able to keep his lights on and pay his employees with everything that's happening in his shops.
Yeah, so the on-field and stuff, the standard apparel and hats.
Yeah, even when a drop goes bad, he can just push them into his shops and they sell within the next month or two. You know what I mean?
So. Yeah.
So I was told I went live maybe a couple nights ago, and I actually asked this question about the black UVs. And everybody already knew why I asked the question. Because I want to make a black UV. That's just me.
You
should. Do too. I do too, bro.
So they already knew where I was going with this.
We can collab on something and both take the
we're gonna have to do, bro. We're gonna have to do like 18 hats, bro, and try to sell them joints ourselves because I really want to get that stuck on a company. Around might be giving them hats away. bro, how this community is, bro.
Yeah.
That might look. They'll see the hat like this, like, man, that hat look good.
Uh-huh.
As soon as you turn it up like this and show that black, they gonna be like, oh no, he did a black hat.
That's what I'm trying to get at. Why, though?
So I was
love
told in the live that I did the other night, I was told when I asked this question, they look at black nasties the same way they look at black Air Force Ones.
Kicked up. Kicked up. Let's see the kicked up.
Yeah.
See, and let me get you to weigh in on it, because with me with the black UVs, I feel like that should be a default as well. We use the green and the gray. The black would just, I feel like, in all honesty, we accepted green and gray, right? But a black, in all honesty, goes with everything a lot more.
Exactly.
Actually, black. I would say the black and gray.
I would say the
black
gray.
UV, gray UV go with everything. The green, I feel like the green is just the more classic, own feel, old school. It gives you the old school feel. That's how I feel about the green. Yeah, that gray. I feel like the gray and the black would actually go with everything, because just about every pair of shoes that come out, just about, don't quote me, just about got some sort of black in it.
Yeah.
If it's in the stitching.
Well, black goes with everything.
Yeah.
Period.
Like,
every
black
color goes with it.
With brown back in the 90s and the 80s, but now black's acceptable with brown.
Black goes with everything.
Trend wise. I remember
they say back in the 80s, blue and black didn't go together.
Yeah.
A black belt with brown pants or vice versa.
Yeah, there's people that still say navy and black don't go together.
Yeah, they say navy and black don't go together.
I disagree. That's like one of my favorite color combos.
Yeah, the royal ones is one of the best pair of shoes that have come out. I'm sorry.
That's true.
That's me.
The royal.
I love the royal.
Let me get you, Cappy. For those who don't know, Cappy. I mean, what's your way in on the black versus the the green and gray default? Because I feel like the green and gray default is the gray is good, but I feel like green is the acceptance. However, I feel like black should be like the default in my opinion.
No, I agree. It's like I agree with you. I get what he's saying though. It's like it started as a joke, but now it's like it's embedded in everybody's head. It's not a joke no more. But for me and you, DJ, I think we look at it as like a paying homage type of thing. It's like that's what started it. That's what, you know what I'm saying? It should still be acceptable.
Because look at Willis's cap. Like he's got on the black Tennessee right now, right?
Yeah, it hits, bro. I'm telling you, it does, bro.
Looks perfectly fine, and then
good, bro.
It looks good, and I'm thinking also from an on-field perspective, right? Having the black helps the player. I feel like the black would help the player, you know what I'm saying, as well.
That's a Navy hat.
I never even thought about that. Yeah.
Yep, Navy.
Yeah.
Navy with the black. That's crazy.
With the black UV with the on-field, the black UV, I feel like that would help the player as well. If we're talking about,
we gonna get my black UV, bro.
Yeah, I had to go upstairs in the room.
I personally think I honestly don't have a problem with the black UV. I understand where everybody's coming from nowadays about how they're looking at it.
Beautiful.
But I think it's perfect. I personally think it's perfect.
It's beautiful.
Honestly,
He put the black nasty on.
Gray is sick too.
I saw that hat swap. I would actually absolutely pull a black UV before I pull a gray. Well, first of all, I don't care what other people say, but I would pull a black UV before I put a gray or a green anyway. But here's the situation. If you are looking at it from a business perspective, meaning selling the hat, because not sitting on money, like turn it over revenue, and that's when you go back to the gray and greens. I feel like that's when, especially green.
I mean, black UVs sell like crazy.
I feel like that people would love black.
The common person there's a definite difference between this current hat community and like just the everyday dude who's
in-store shopping at the mall. Yeah,
the guy who wants a hat because he went to the mall with his wife, the guy who wants the hat because he just bought.
He drives a convertible and he just wants a hat to put on so his bald head don't burn.
Yeah, like that's gotta be it. I feel like the average consumer.
Black UV. They buy the heck out of the black UV.
So let's talk about this. So from a creative perspective, and let's look at from the creative perspective with Panic or Hype Beast, right?
There will never be a black UV Panic. That just won't be a thing.
I know it won't. But why is it hard for an artist to step away from the hype and put their business acumen on, put their business hat on, and look at it from a perspective of your hat selling to a broader audience, right? Because you can get it to sell to those who are in the community, but what about getting your hat to sell out to a broader audience across stores across the country, right? And maybe your hat have that thought process. Maybe even your hat will sell so well that it'll get reproduced. Yeah. So it's not just that original run. Like business is going to look at it from a business perspective, they're going to look at the bottom line. Where's my money? What's bringing in my revenue? This hat I put out is sold out. If I put it out again, it's sold out at this store. Like Pro Images a chain. You can look at across different Pro Images across the country, and you see that this hat, every time they stock it, just like an on-field, it goes. People like this particular style. Why not put that on? You create your hat and think and look at it from that perspective, as opposed to what Instagram is going to say or what the community is going to say. I think look at it from a business perspective. Why is it so hard? I feel like it's hard for the. I think it's hard to see, or hard for the creators to put that business acumen in place.
I believe that's just the artist, period. Like no matter what genre it is, an artist only think of the creation. They're not thinking of the business side of it. I want to create and put it out there. They're not really consumed with the business acumen. That's why they would have to have somebody.
I think I kind of with the hat that Willis got on right now and the hats that I dropped with them, I feel like I picked up on the business. Because when that hat dropped, I figured out what everybody was gonna kind of want. That hat was simple but straight to the point. Then when it came time to do the hats with Pro Image and I did the Obsidian pack, I knew what the people was gonna want, and I basically knew what was gonna sell. Right. So that worked out for the community and the store as well, because I think out of my 5 hats, 2 or 3 sold out.
Oh, yeah.
I think they still had 2. I think they still maybe had the Rockies and the
maybe in size 8.
They probably buy more of the Rockies too, though.
That's what true. So you see what I'm saying? So like I kind of figured it out coming from a artist, a designer, and a consumer, because I still purchase hats from other stores as well.
Right.
So me going to some of these drops, I know working with the store, I'm not finna put different color eyelids on a hat.
Yeah.
Because I know sending that to the store owner or who's ever putting the designs in or approving it, they might like what they see, but they might not understand the point of this is not going to sell to this group of people.
Yeah, bro.
It comes down to, like you said, I feel like it's having that perspective of who is your target audience. Knowing your customer, knowing your audience, right? Because for example, if you're in Chicago and you're in Chicago with the Chicago hats, that's your audience, primarily speaking, right? So you create that hat for Chicago for those teams, it's going to sell out. But how would they, you know, and so you know what you're doing. But at the same time, if we look at it from going outside of Chicago, would that hat sell anywhere else? Sell out anywhere else?
Let's be honest, from a business perspective, Luke had the final say. New Era Boy sent us 5 hats. Luke said, "Oh shit, I want that one," and 5 teams. Tell him to do that for me, please. And so, from a business side, Luke picked which hat he liked the best out of his pack.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. And then New Era Boy took that and created 5 new hats for him, and came out with that Chicago side patch.
Mm-hmm.
Things, that was.
Because it's actually, and y'all hearing it here first, it's actually a flip colorway to the Obsidian pack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's why he's saying Luke picked. So if we were to do a 2.0 to the Obsidian pack, y'all would get a different version. It'd be a flip version.
Right.
Color flip. Yeah.
Yeah, the color, same colors, but everything is flipped around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what sells? Pro Image Augusta made a corduroy with a black UV upside down bull. And
yeah.
I was up in Chicago feeling like Santa Claus, and I gave it away to New Era Boy's homie, Fitted Head. He's like, I probably won't even wear it that much. And when he said that, I was like, oh, I shouldn't have given it to you.
Yeah, thanks, bro.
But yeah, so I've really missed that hat. If he ever wants to sell it back to me and you see him, New Era Boy, tell him I'll buy that hat for $100.
Slight.
I would. I'd buy it back for
100. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go find it for 60 real quick and make a little 40 ball. You know.
Yeah, do it. I'll buy it.
Yeah. All right. So these are all questions I had. That's what I wanted to talk about tonight. So I'm glad y'all thought this is perfect. I mean, it's Fitted Friday. It's the best way to talk about it. So here we go. I'm gonna bring this topic up. This is a good one. The Eyelet.
Well, we done been touching on. Everybody done been playing around the eyelids.
The eyelets, man. The eyelets. Is it stay away from coloring them, or is it acceptable to try to fold it into the palette?
Nah, bro, it's never acceptable.
Only time I done seen eyelids look all right was on a pinstripe hat. Like, I can go get an old school Cubs hat that I had. It was the Ultimate Patch Collection. It's pinstripe Cubs. It got the woven patch on the side. But it got blue. It's blue eyelids.
So
it looked decent though. Like, it's a decent looking hat, and I feel like it kind of complemented the stripes, the pinstripes or whatever. It kind of complemented the pinstripes. It's a decent hat, and it came out in 2012. So like,
so is the consensus between everybody?
I mean,
from a creative standpoint, is to stay away from coloring them?
Nope, I like it.
Yeah, it's unacceptable, bro.
Yeah, he says it's unacceptable, bro.
Willis, you say you good with it? You okay with it?
Best-selling hat last year from Pro Sports Colorado was Fatal 8's Dirty Martini pack, and it had olive, green, eyelets, black bean, right? And so everybody was like, "Oh, you should have done a red for the whatever that thing is inside of the olive." And it was the best.
Whoa.
And it was olive green.
Yes.
So, and black. I like a black eyelet on hats. But I don't like a bright yellow eyelet. I don't like, I didn't really like when the
black
new the color.
Yeah, if they don't look.
That's the my fitted.
Listen. No one's ever gonna pass up on a hat because the eyelets are tonal. But you are gonna miss out on sales because the eyelets not tonals. It's business 101, man.
I mean
no.
Projected at, because I understand what Willis is saying, and then I definitely understand what Cappy is saying at the same time. I feel like it's two, like Willis was saying, it's two different audiences.
It is. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same thing. I think. Well, I'm not saying two different audiences. I'm saying consumers. I'm saying I think there's two different perspectives that aren't open, and I don't feel like both perspectives come into play. I feel like from an artistic standpoint, the artist is going to look at it from them and what they think is, is hype or what looks good to them, which is fine. But I think that most artists, not all, but I think that most artists have a hard time to adapt in their creativity the business side of it. You know what I'm saying? You might not like it, but can you fold it into your creation so that it sells?
Yeah,
so I feel like quite often with creators, not all, but I feel like quite often in, let's just say a number, because we don't want to say plus or minus, right? Let's just say a number, so people can quantify it however they want, right? I feel like quite often within a number of creators, they don't look at the long run; they look at the right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's you gotta, like I say, it's business. It's the bottom line. You want the store that you're working with is going to look for that constant stream of revenue, that guaranteed revenue, quarter over quarter, right? Or month over quarter, day over day, quarter by quarter, et cetera, et cetera. Now, and in that, I feel like if the artists, if they look at it from that way and create things in that matter, I feel like that's longevity for them too, with that either written or unwritten contract with that said store. The sales, money talks. That's the tried and that's the phrase will never die. Money talks.
I'm finna turn this conversation a little upside down, right?
Grab your closest hat with colored eyelets, and you and they both got them. I could look at the style right here.
This went though.
And
it just depends on who it is. This was one from Rare. And
my stacks are tonal, and none of the hats that I've really made have had color eyelets. So I do get the tonal aspect of it, but I also get the other side.
So
I get both sides. I'm just asking.
I'm finna turn this conversation upside. I'm finna turn this upside down a little bit, because this is what's finna factor in, and I'm glad he just said what he did and he showed the hat that he showed. Every subject that we have just touched on,
I agree with that, Big Kid. And you too, Dizzy.
Going to come down to the store, but depending on, and I'm gonna use a very great example, depending on who the artist is dropping these hats, who the designer is dropping these actual hats, that's how it's going to depend on how it's going to sell. And
I keep saying,
hand me that little chicken box, bro. What was that? What was that?
Popeyes.
That's what it looked like. That's what I thought it was.
And so, prime example, it's a lot of hats, and I can probably say 3 out the 5 of us are gonna agree with me. It's not too many of those J-Tips hats lately that we would buy.
I got.
Yeah, I feel you, bro.
Lately, listen what I'm saying. Lately, his last, we gonna say hats last 2 to 3 drops, maybe just 2. I'm gonna say 2 or 3. It's not too many of us that's gonna buy those hats.
My biggest regret, bro.
Roy G. Bibbs, I think that's everybody's biggest regret.
This is it's a thing when the community does something to your brain and something's hype at the moment. Me and my wife, we call it the Roy G. Biv effect.
Yeah,
and she's like, "Oh, look at this hat! Look at this hat!" I say it all the time. I'm like, "Don't buy it because it's the Roy G. Biv effect."
Which J-Tips you got? Okay. Now that hat set. Them hats set. Like they didn't. You see what I'm saying? Like. It was a lot going on with that hat, but look at how people still bought the hat because of who made it.
Yeah.
Now those hats are really going to sell because these shoes are dropping.
Mm-hmm.
So his sales is are about to go up on those hats just because of the shoes.
Probably, yeah.
You can have somebody like a J Tips, to actually drop that, and they gonna sell.
Yeah.
Then you got to look at these hats.
That's my boy Wizards collection.
Yep, that's Wiz.
Oh, LA.
Straight LA.
Nice hat, but
All mids.
look at
No,
a
just stuck
few
in
of those
Wizard.
hats, and we know a few of those hats are not going to sell like that.
Where's the Cardinals, bro? Damn.
You know
Like them is nice hats. Don't get me wrong, nice hats. But for some of these hats, the eyelids throw it off.
Now,
I agree.
okay, so let me ask you this: looking at this, we're just looking at these LA Dodgers. Is it more so the chrome tops, or is it more acceptable when you look at the like?
I don't. Yeah, I think it make a little more sense on the chrome ones.
Yeah.
The colored ones, like I can deal with it on the chrome ones. On the
Yeah, we're like
colored-
on the same look. I agree with everything you've been saying.
I think it's on the colored ones, because the chrome ones are all right. Like we can live with that. But them colored ones, like the actual all colored hats, like that's kind of
So,
like to each his own. Don't get me wrong. To each his own. Don't nobody be in my DM, please.
no, it's
Look,
a
but to
conversation.
each his own. But yeah, like I don't know, the color eyelids is a little, it's a little over the top.
Yeah, it's a little spicy.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Now, two more topics. Well, actually, no, there's more. But
As an artist perspective, though, it is more of a canvas. It's like another touch. You know, you can
Yes.
add a detail to of your own.
I feel like from an artist perspective, the where it primarily comes into play, coloring those eyelids, is if there is a hook.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
I seen
You
one.
gotta sell it. You need the hook to sell why you did that. Without people knowing your hook, how does it look now? That's a different perspective. It really is.
Yeah, because I seen one from Kev, and it made sense why he had color eyelids for the.
I buy colored eyelids, by the way. I'm just saying, like, as a designer now, I wouldn't do it. But I do buy them. Like, it don't deter me, but I know it would stop somebody from buying. And when I go into design for a company, I truly think of it as a business transaction, and I want my sales to do amazing. And I always put into perspective, what is this going to stop a person from buying it? And is this going to make a person buy it? So eyelets, to me, somebody's going to be like, man, nope, the eyelets. But me personally, I buy them, but I won't design them like that. Nah.
That's what we're doing here. Is I'm asking these questions, and I'm asking them from both perspectives. That's what we're doing. Looking at it from a creativity standpoint, the artist, but also let's go look at it from the novice consumer, right? I want to look at it from both aspects, because first of all, that audience exists in this very chat and any other chat. It exists. So talk about it. So now, here's the next question for everybody. What is the stance on the new era logo? Does it need to be? Should it be the color of the dome, or should it be, matched in with something else on? Like, how do you feel about that? Should it be just faded in there? If it's a red top, be red. Yeah, exactly. Pink, be pink. Or is it okay to tie it in with another aspect? Now, let's look at it from both. When y'all reply, I want you to reply to it, have two answers. One from the creativity standpoint and one from, remember, we're talking about the person just walking into Lids or Pro Image or wherever. Look at it from that perspective. What are they looking at? Make sure you answer it from both aspects. What looks, how that looks.
Most of your consumers walking into a Lids not even paying attention to it.
Exactly.
I'm totally 100 with you. I'm gonna be real as possible. Majority of your people walking into your average Lids, they not even looking at the new era. They not paying attention to that at all.
I kind of like the logo. I don't know. I guess it's like a thing. I always grew up with the hats, so I kind of like it when it's like white like that.
I love white. Love white.
or metallic.
But tonal's fine too, man. But
Yeah.
anybody in New York, if you have anything other than tonal,
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. So as a designer, I stay away from coloring them, but as a consumer, I buy whatever.
yeah,
I'm on the same. I'm on the same with you, fact.
I've seen some really cool ones.
I've done some designs with it not being tonal, but
that's pretty sick. It's
Yeah,
Vegas with the white.
yeah, me personally, I buy depending on the hook. I say that. Depending on the hook for the hat and how much I actually like the hat, it won't matter to me. But if it's a plain hat, like I feel like something like this needs to be tunnel. Like that yellow hat he just had, I feel like that needs to be tunnel. Because that flag stick out a little too much.
So are we saying again? So are we saying that in particular? Are we saying that in particular isn't a seasonal thing, right? Because if you have a lighter hat,
look at this one. Look at this one, y'all.
Whoa! I've now.
I love it.
First for me,
I love a navy blue New Era flag. That's sick. That's that tie dye. That's crazy.
This is the capsule. Look, and the Eyelet. Boy, they're breaking all of our rules. But this is a good hat. And at one point, this hat resold for a lot of money. This that 96 Olympics from Capsule.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's got the Olympics on it. Yeah.
Metallic.
Yeah. See, it just matters. It doesn't matter. It just.
Now I feel like if that was tunnel with that silver on the inside, that'd be crazy.
It's baby blue.
Oh, that's baby blue metallic. Yeah, I feel like if that was tunnel with that baby blue metallic on the inside, that'd be a crazy flag.
Metallic blue.
That'd be crazy.
I wonder if they allow you to do that though, because sometimes they won't allow you to color certain things with certain with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to color that top part.
All right, here we go. The button.
What size for y'all?
The button.
I don't care about the button.
5'8", mine.
Okay. Designing, yeah, I feel like the button has to be done. Me designing, but me purchasing, being a consumer, I don't really care. I don't care about the button. Like, and they always talking about this button violation. I ain't understand the button violation until a few months ago.
I love tonal buttons.
Yeah, me too.
Flags. I love tonal everything though. You know, when I first came in, I was about to drop like Vegas gold and chrome gold with like tonal thread, and Luke's like, no, you shouldn't do that. It'll wash it out. Nobody will like it. And then all of a sudden, all these tonal hats are dropping, bro, all over the place.
Look, I thought he just left. He's like, I quit.
Another aspect, like I said, I've been thinking about this today, breaking all this down because I just want to. I think it's fun and healthy to talk about it, right? Or maybe this would be, this why would be up. It could be replayed.
Ready. I'm glad you have these questions ready. This is fun.
Yeah.
DJ's about to start mocking hats up, boy. He's getting it all down. I know DJ. He's so business oriented. He's taking notes.
But I also I know you guys are all creators and everything, and I aspire to do it eventually here soon. Well, I'm things are working, but I still want to. First of all, I want to have conversation. When doing the show, I want to have discussion. This is Fitted Cap Friday, so I try to make it my business to have make it fulfilling, make it worth people's time, right? And I think this is a healthy discussion. It's one of the healthiest ones. There's no drama or anything like that, So let's talk about this aspect too. And I got more. What is and remember, let's try to look at let's answer from both perspectives: creativity, or creator and consumer.
And consumer
versus flat Battermans. I personally, I'll keep it out. I'll keep my opinion out. I want to hear you guys' opinion. Look, and answer from both perspectives: raised versus flat Battermans.
Who want to go first? I'll let one of y'all go first.
I'll go first. It's always flat. You always try to do flat. I never ran into this problem, but I heard sometimes with certain logos, during certain eras, you can't use a flat Batterman. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did hear that. So sometimes you're forced to use a raised Batterman, I heard. But yeah, I try to go with flat, but I'll buy whatever. But I do not prefer the fatty batty with the outline. I don't like that one too much.
I love it. I love the fatty. I love the.
I love the fatty. What you talking about, Willis?
I was finna say.
I think the black sometimes comes out a little sloppy looking. I think
it does.
Comes out really tight and really crispy looking most times.
Yeah.
So wait, let me ask a question. Let me ask a question within this.
Had a rounded corner fatty that nobody really used, and I saw it a few times get used, and then they stopped using it.
Are we talking about the raised Batterman that Willis has on his hat right now, or are we talking about the one? Or are we talking about the one that's raised with the extra
outline? That's the one I don't like. Is the one with the extra outline. The one with that Willis has got is cool.
I'm talking about the. Well, I didn't break out the extra. The let me see. The fat one. You know. Let me see what he got going on here.
That one.
Yeah, I don't.
Great.
It just reminds me of a picture frame, I guess.
It's so beautiful, bro. Look how crispy it is.
That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call that one the picture frame Batterman.
This one's clean. It's
now that one I like that one. That
Me too.
I'm cool with that one. That one cool is straight or whatever. But they got perfect.
I mean, but like all of those are like that.
No, they flat now.
They are now.
Yeah, you can get the MILBs and they flat.
Okay.
That no. Now they got a flat one. They have a flat one like that, and it has an extra outline.
And then they did the black. Yeah.
Nah, you guys are crazy. It's like, if you're about to make a hat, DJ, current trend says go flat. And
I'm gonna make whatever. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna make my own.
Great. It's always default. It'll always be a good default. When in doubt,
tonal everything.
If you're going for something you like, cool. If you're going for a sellout hat, yeah, it's certain rules you're gonna have to follow.
Right.
So let me ask this. What's up, dude? So let's talk about this. And we're gonna come back to it. Let me switch up a little bit. How do you from both standpoints? Well, let's look at this from I'll ask it first this way. I'm going to ask it first from a creator standpoint. What do you think is going to take from a creative standpoint to get people to buy in to MILB as much, or as much as they do it Major League?
It's starting to happen. It's just the wacky logos, as my New York people say. It's some of the logos for the MILB are a little too cartoonish.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the people in the hat community don't buy Clink Room.
It comes off as childish, bro.
Yeah, it's a little too cartoony.
You just put a helicopter spinner on half of them, bro. They'll be the little helicopter hats, bro, for a kid, bro.
Yeah, you can't do. Yeah. So and then you have so many MILB.
Man, it's so many logos.
Yeah, and minor league, bro, it's gotta be a gray or a green, bro. It's just gotta be, bro. Or it's just me. Don't try to do nothing extra special, because there's not that many minor leagues out, right? So it's gonna be a custom already, so it's already gonna be set apart from most of the stuff that's out. I love that hat. I absolutely love that, bro. Oh,
you gonna say what's wrong with a minor league black? I was gonna ask I was literally gonna say, you said a green and gray. I was gonna say, what's wrong with a minor league black? Because to me, I don't see it.
But that's the OG. It just seems like it don't seem like a custom. It don't have the custom feel to it.
Right.
Yeah, that team logo doesn't. Especially
they say it look like Willis finna go kick a dough.
There you go. Getting a bar fight.
Scumbag activity, huh?
Yeah.
I know. I missed my black eye.
Wow. So from so you think that's from the artist, but what about the general consumer? What would it take for them? What would it take for them to buy into those?
It just takes experience buying hats and doing it at longevity and a long time. I think once you collect teams, I think as baseball hat collectors, when you first get started, everyone's like their city, right? It's like default. I only collect St. Louis, and you'll tell them. Experienced ones will be like, you'll switch, just give it a little bit. You're gonna be buying all the teams. You know what I'm saying? And then once you get used to buying all these teams, you reach a point where it's like monopolized. You already seen everything, and now minor league is just a new endorphin being released. You're like, oh, what's that? You know what I'm saying? It's just a new element. So I think as a consumer, what's gonna bring them to minor league is just collecting longer.
Maybe. You know what I think gonna bring in the minor league? It's gonna take one of these hype designers.
Yeah.
To drop a hype 2 or 3 hype teams. I'ma tell you exactly. It just happened. The Smokies from Birdines, legit. Now, if you look at it, I think it's 3 or 4 Smokies about to come out now. It just happened. We just watched it unfold in front of our eyes.
Because it look like a Cubs and it's in Chicago.
But it's like 2 or 3 other stores that's finna drop a Smokies.
Yeah.
They finna drop a Realtree Smokies tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Smokies.
Smokies is good.
The Realtree smoker.
So
that's what I'm saying. It's finna be not the smokers, the Smokies.
Yeah, the Smokies.
Oh, the bear. Yeah, I thought you said the smokers, bro. I was just looking at the smokers hat. I was like, man, I should have got that mug, bro.
We're still talking about the community there. As far as like the average everyday consumer getting into minor leagues, it's gonna take a good team. So like the Bisons, if you Google them, they're like one of the highest. Like they have like the most seats because they have just a huge draw because they're always good. Or
okay.
And I
don't know that about them.
I didn't either.
Knows about them. It's these hype the teams that do real fun like game day games and stuff like that. That's who are known. Those are the minor league teams that are known. And then we saw the wave come into our little community because people were doing hooks. And so such as like Brim Hunters with his Wizard of Oz hook, he used that team with the Lions for the line, and So anyway,
sorry, my iPad was being weird.
But Smokies is fire. The Smokies has been fire. I made a Smokies a long time ago with the Smokers 2.0, and we only sold it in the store. So I definitely love it. It was called the Blueberry hat, and it was with my Strength 2.0. So anyway,
because we did have the Bisons run for a while.
Oh yeah, the Bisons.
The Bisons have been they had a run for a while.
So look at how this just went. Look at how this just went with the hat community.
The Bisons started
just a year and a half ago. Realtree Camo was dirt.
It still
Everybody was calling real.
It is. Look, and I got one. It is dirt.
Yeah, I understand. I never knock nobody and what they like or whatever. That's cool. That's for them. But just a year and a half ago, Realtree was dirt. It's a dude in the hat community that I seen when I first came in this that was wearing Realtree hats. Every live he got in, showed it in a battle, it was dirt. He never won with these Realtree hats. Never happened.
Hey, look, and now it's hype, and he's like, that was my thing.
Now look at it. But look at what everybody is saying. One person dropped with one particular store, and supposedly this is what created the hype for Realtree.
Nah, it's like it goes deeper than that. There's like artists wearing like NBA YoungBoy. He's been wearing realtree for like a year straight now.
Listen,
It's the country boy gangsters.
It's it reminds me of what's it, Under Armour.
And it's funny to me, the big city, it's realtree and curved bills, and I'm like, that's so like redneck.
Yeah, it is.
It is, bro. My dad, I'm dead serious. I'm not making this up. My dad, when he asked me, he calls it a Hoosier bill.
That's associated with Confederate flags a lot of times. I don't really mess with those, to be honest with you.
I don't wear no real tree.
I could curve my bill like the backwoods boys and and go on and do thing. Weird. I'm progressive. I don't do curved bill. No, that's a lie. I'll do both.
Oh, you live right now?
I can't do it.
I think you were just watching.
What's up, big kid?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I can't do the real tree, and I've been asked multiple times to design one, and I can't do it. I'm sorry, no.
I'm burning it, bro.
You can't do the now. Are you are you against the real tree or what is it? Why are you against?
I don't like any forms of camo. Not on hats.
Yeah.
I don't like any forms of camo on hats, and I'm a firm believer of, if I design it, I will wear it. I will not design anything I would not wear. So if I don't ever see myself wearing it, why would I make it?
I get it. I can understand that perspective. Absolutely. I can understand. And that's part of these conversations is to look at those different perspectives. It's good to just hear those different. For me, I love it.
Yeah.
Like you guys were on the topic of like tonal new era flags, tonal eyelids, and the Battermans. All of that, the tonaling out things and how things are supposed to be, that all came from. This is what I've noticed. All right, so I've been selling hats to people for years before I was even designing them, right? And what I noticed, especially in New York, is that they have this mindset of when they bought their first official hat, everything had to be exactly like that first official hat. You get what I'm saying? So if it had a flat Batterman, if it had a tonal new era flag, if it had tonal eyelids, every hat from now on has to have that. If it doesn't have that, then it wasn't official. You get what I'm saying? So they got into that mindset of that has to be what it is in order for it to be official. Eventually, when custom started taking off a little bit more, people were starting to accept more of things not being in team color, but those things still transferred over. So the eyelids still being tonal, the new era flag still being tonal, and the flat Batterman still transferred over. I don't have no issues with any of them except for the Batterman with the border, because I feel like that's a picture frame on a picture frame. I'm sorry.
It does look like a picture frame. That's what I said.
And it's a little bit too much for me personally. But outside of that, I've done hats with no tonal new era. I haven't done any eyelids yet, but like I said, that all depends on how you do it. If you are able to, if you're doing something crazy like a light color hat with a crazy lime green eyelids, that's no. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like there's some things you don't do, but if you can do the colors correctly,
yeah, you
can really pull off a hat with those eyelids.
Which I know about my look. I just made an off-white.
You did. So Big Hit, I got a question for you when it comes to realtree, because I'm of the mindset that I think the realtree acceptance is also retail. I really do. So you living in Cali, looking at southern to the Bay Area, I would assume that realtree isn't really from a consumer standpoint a thing. Like that, something that people want to bring on. Am I right or am I wrong? You say what? We can't really hear you. Yeah, we're not hearing you right there. You're kind of coming muffled, bro. It's kind of low and muffled.
We can't hear you, bro. It sounds like you ate a bunch of peanut butter, bro.
Oh, that Alabama comment that I see in there is 100% correct. That's another thing that I see. I just see like racism when I see Realtree. Like,
see, and there's aspects of that. I agree with that.
So like a lot of people that have been making it have been in the Hispanic. A lot of these hats that are coming out from the people's packs or from the pre-orders are like Hispanic dudes making it because their dad stuff. So I also get the lineage of hunters in general and self-sustaining for your family and all of that because a lot of you guys have like real stories behind there why they are Realtree. So
it's like a whole holiday out here.
I halfway agree with you and I halfway agree with everybody. That's the problem with trying to be marketable, like you're saying, is like I gotta be on everybody's side here because people want the Realtree and people are making some real sick Realtree. But also, you know, in my personal opinion, what I really like with the camos, if you do UV or a bill, because if you get those the patterns all mixed up, it doesn't look right. But if you get a good pattern, it can look really sick. Or you get a good like big brown leaf on the front, those are sick looking patterns. But sometimes it's just like too tight of the pattern and you don't see a big leaf and stuff.
So you know what
it's a luck of the draw.
Like Kid Rock.
I'm rambling.
So you know what I think when it comes to Realtree, because I was talking about Realtree and like us talking about a target audience, right? That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like my dad's a hunter. I'm hunting with him and everything like that. I feel like it's team specific, and Chicago with the Cubs or the Bears. I mean, the Cubs or the Bears or the Sox. St. Louis Cardinals. Wherever your team is, whatever team is in your area. I feel like a Realtree hat put in a Cabela's or a Bass Pro would go like fire there.
Ooh, yeah, put a Cardinals hat out here. Put this hat in Cabela's out here.
Because of the audience.
Dude.
And I feel like
this Realtree had to be restocked 3 times. We should order an 18 from Pro Image Colorado and we should go stand outside of Bass Pro with them.
Okay, so all right, so when you talk about the teams thing, right? Me personally, there's certain things that if I see it, it just feels crazy to me. Like a Realtree Jackie feels crazy to me.
But you wouldn't create that. You wouldn't create that.
No, but they've been created. But that's what I'm saying. A Realtree Jackie feels crazy to me, especially when I went to the museum, and they talked about historian about how he played during Jim Crow, so he was playing down south where they were not allowing them to even come to the state. You get what I'm saying? And for me, like the Realtree, like again, Realtree is for hunters. Yes, you're absolutely right. But it also gives off like when you're from those southern states, the people who are looking at you the craziest as a person of color are the ones wearing the Realtree. You get what I'm saying? So for me, a Realtree Jackie looks crazy. You get what I'm saying? That Realtree Texas that they dropped at USA, the Toppers USA.
That looks
crazy.
That looks so bad.
I'm not gonna lie, and a couple of us have said this. That looked like blackface to me.
Yes, that the comments was like it looked like a runaway, bro.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, that ain't.
This is ridiculous.
That ain't. That's
and then you mixed it with mesh, like okay,
right.
Dude, they got white guts in there too, boy.
Hey, that's a
you got white guts on a mesh hat. It's
that's
crazy.
A real on the back of your Ford F-150.
This. I wasn't even talking about this hat. Like I didn't even know this hat existed.
Yeah,
you just pulled it up.
I seen it this morning.
That's exclusive fit.
That's crazy.
Great.
This way.
That's in the middle of Queens.
Right.
And yeah.
That's right.
Nah, this looks crazy.
Whoa, exclusive. Y'all wilding for this one.
This looks crazy.
Y'all wow for this one. And I know they made this. They actually put this together. This ain't no bro, this is not a
That ain't it.
It's not a rotational. This not a rotational hat, bro. This not from
This should have just
Oh man,
that should have been a black gut.
he said he knows y'all made it work.
It's already bad, but why not a black gut, bro?
Right.
Dude, it had to be a manufacturer. It had to be an issue.
Bro, whoever
Oh, really?
that,
He only does white
inside of that, the guts is gonna be yellow.
Yeah, he only does white inside.
Yeah.
Yo, hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
It's only 1-0 and 6. Look at that. These are really been. Oh, some sides are sold out. So they say.
They might not have ordered that many.
See, the craziest thing about this hat to me is that I know the owner of this store.
Yeah,
so
do.
for me, all of this is very wild to me. Like the trucker mesh is not something he would usually go for. Like he's one of those people that like to stay safe. So for him to do a realtree and it's trucker mesh with a this is like shocking to me. Like
that's the other one.
Whoa!
That was from Jackie drop. That was from Jackie Day.
That actually
It's not
dope to me.
I would wear that to work. I ain't gonna lie.
That actually looks really
I'm not
cool,
wearing
man.
a hat with mesh on it. I'm gonna just keep it 100.
I don't care about the mesh. I actually like
You buy what you like.
Yeah.
bro.
Channel, this channel.
What's out here looking like Kid Rock?
So, Big Kid, now that you can hear us, tell me about that out there in you know, southern to the Bay Area at least. You know, I'm it's outside looking in it, but I feel like the realtree hats are not something that's sought after, or you got or hot sellers out that way. Because I don't see the connection.
Yeah, no, I've never seen the realtree hat in California besides the one I bought.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one.
I don't see the connection.
I have one.
Yeah.
I have one literally.
State to the south, I don't see
a couple people.
State to the south, I just don't see the connection with with California.
So the support your troops hats, that kind of camo, like I see that every now and then, but that's about it.
And staying with the realtree, for all you guys, staying with the realtree. What do you think? Look at the hype around stamps, bro. Just to be
the realtree stamp.
The stamps. Like that came out of. I feel like that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, bro. That's something different,
really
bro.
on that. Like I can't really comment on that. I'm not.
I can't either. I don't get that
just
either.
say it first and foremost. I didn't like real trees a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, when everybody else didn't like them. I still don't like them now.
I'm with that 100%.
I mean, I feel the same way about those Cascade logos. Like I have like 3 of them. This is like I have 3 of them total.
I made a Cascade logo, so
it's
cool to have
some of them be over the top, some of them cool. That's I feel like that's a question we probably gonna wind up getting to.
That's a color palette thing.
That is absolutely on my list. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
All right, so the stamp thing comes from the exclusivity. Like they're random and they're rare, so people are like, going crazy about the whole stamp situation because of that. And also due to the fact that, all right, so part of the reason why, these resellers and the people who run raffles and stuff like that, the reason why they have a lot of the popularity was because of the rarity. Now, any store, well, they're trying to change it, but for the most part, stores were reordering, re-rocking, all of this extra stuff. So now you don't have that to stand on anymore. Like, oh, this is never coming back. You get what I'm saying? You don't have that to stand on anymore. So now you found a new thing to stand on. Oh, the realtree stamp. Because you can't guarantee that yours is going to have the stamp.
Yeah.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
another thing to lead to exclusivity. Like, oh, I got I got the stamp, you didn't. You got to pay the high for the stamp.
Yep, the stamp.
It's like a RNG thing. You know, it's random. No, you just don't.
And that just came out of nowhere. I promise you it did. Because first we started getting the hats on there, and it was like the hype to help. I felt like to help accept, to gain more acceptance, to the realtree on the 50 on the bids was implementing, so creating the hype, creating the art, manufacturing the hype, basically.
But it wasn't New Era's idea that people were gonna go crazy over the stamp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't them. They don't care. It was the people in the community who made it a thing about, but did you get the stamp though?
Yeah, it makes it more rare. It makes sense. That's how shit happens. That makes sense. Right. It's you got the stamp. That's rare now.
I got 2 stamps.
If your pattern is a good cut on your realtree, then it looks good. It really does. But there's just like the stamps, man, you don't know how the cut's gonna look, and if it's like off or like you have a one pattern going this way, one pattern going up,
bro,
and it's messed up, or you get like no big brown leaves on it, then it doesn't look good. I don't know, man. It's a shot in the dark.
Well, could you could color the front? You could color the front of your hat, a certain color, and you don't know it's gonna end up on a brown leaf, and it don't hit the same as being on a green part or something like that.
Yeah, right.
And that's another part about designing on realtree. It's unpredictable.
Yeah.
So whatever colors you use, you gotta kind of be mindful of. I might get a mostly brown or mostly green or mostly
exactly.
I think that's why JD's did so well, because he used just like here, some touches of it and different spots. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling about it.
Oh, y'all switching hats, man.
Yeah, it's every Friday, bro.
Can't give me. I'm not home.
It's all good. You ain't got to.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. I want to talk about this next topic. I got plenty of them, y'all. I've been thinking about. I've been really breaking it. So let's talk about what do you think is more appealing to the average customer?
That's what.
And then I'll ask a question about the creator, but this is looking at the average customer. Or answer however you want. You can look at it from both aspects. That's fine.
Okay.
But when we're talking about the average customer, what do you think What do you think is more appealing to them? Right?
What, online or in person? Which consumer?
In store. The person that can actually go into right. That's good. That's really good. Because you get more exclusive stuff online. So let's take to the standard. Let's take the standard person going in store. When it comes to the logos, what do you think they gravitate towards mostly? A script or the mascot, if you will. The standard, the mascot, if you will. Or
it's going to be whatever their team's wearing that year. The best selling thing is going to be the red hat, no side patch with the STL here at the Galleria. I bet you if you hit up Jared and say, what's your number one selling hat? It's going to be the plain Jane on-field Cardinals, bro. I bet you. And that's in Chicago, it's going to be the plain Jane Chicago white Sox logo. Yeah.
Bro, the plain, for what people don't know, plain Jane White Sox
team color too. I forgot to throw that in there. Team color.
White Sox home field goes down in history with the Yankees plain Jane home field.
But that's a good Chicago. Like that.
He say you like that Chicago. Hold on,
he's gonna turn off his screen.
Yeah, that was different. He had a Cubs side patch on it.
Yeah, I know where that hat came from. So in New York, it's a little bit different. Everybody wears a mixture of everything. If you're talking about an average customer is somebody that's probably not in this community, so they're looking for regular Yankee. Mm-hmm. That's about it. Because the thought process for many years here was that You get a regular Yankee, it goes with everything.
It really does though.
I feel like everything, like that, especially here in St. Louis, like you said, the STL red.
All red. It's arguably one of the best hats there is, bro, in the MLB, bro. Just on-field Cardinals hat, bro.
The White Sox on-field was hype before we even made it. Because
I got pictures of my whole teenage years, bro. That's all I wore was a White Sox, just all black with a White Sox. Yeah.
NWA made them hats hype long time ago.
Yeah. Same thing with Raiders hats.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's because it was neutral.
But that's why. If we're talking about football,
got the Burdeen's joint, nice hat.
Yeah, that's that Ronnie.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Cubs hat,
right.
You say big kid.
You said something about a Cubs hat. That's White Sox.
No, you had another hat on before that.
Oh no, you tripping.
Nah, I know. No, we know what we saw. I get it though. You know, you had to turn the camera off, switch real quick. Yeah, that's the same reason why if you're looking at football hats, right? Football hats for us over here, the best selling one is a Raiders hat over anything else. Like what I've noticed about football is that it's stand base heavy. So like if it's not your team, you're usually not going to wear it. If it's not your team colors, you're usually not going to wear it. But most of the time, people in New York are not buying a Jets or a Giants. They're buying a Raiders.
He brought up a good point, but in Chicago, the Bulls is probably bigger than all MLB hats, right?
I doubt it.
White Sox.
I think White Sox.
Why you think so?
White Sox.
Yeah.
White Sox.
Because I know like a lot of my friends that don't know nothing about hats, you know, like in the projects, that all they wear is like Jordan hats, you know, to match the Jordan.
Yeah,
it's for sneakers.
Yeah, that's for shoes.
That's
for kicks. Yeah.
If I went down there and showed them this, they'd be like, "Bro, get the hell out!"
In 2016, from like 2016 to 2018, it was all sneaker hooks. So that was all like any type of Bulls hat. So we used to make. I used to help with putting together all the Bulls hats for any sneaker that was about to come out, because that's how hats were selling before. Right. If hats weren't selling based off of like, you know, you designing something and people really rocking with it and really liking it, it was mainly like, okay, so this sneaker's coming out, we got to project how this sneaker's going to sell in order to know if we're going to make a hat for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was working. And it was always, here's the team. It was Bulls, Mets, Blue Jays. Bulls, Mets, Blue Jays. Those are three. Oh, and when we still had hockey, when New Era still had hockey, it was Blackhawks.
Blackhawks. I'm jumping ahead in my questions. I ain't even gotten to that point. We was gonna talk about that stuff.
That's a good logo too, the Blackhawks.
So okay, so keeping with that question, like I said, going and looking at the logos, between the scripts and the mascot or whatever you want to call it, like I said, asking about that. Now, same with logos. I feel like stepping away from the script, the standard script and the standard mascot. I'm just calling it mascot, or default, right? It's stepping away from the default logo or script and going into the customizations, i.e., this is clearly trendy, right? It's clearly trendy. We all agree to that. But I still feel like from the two sides of this, from a creator is dope, right? I feel like from the standard consumer standpoint, going in store, they are not gonna pick this over the OG.
Oh no, for sure.
I mean, what do you guys think about that? I just don't feel like now I'm specifically targeting the standard consumer because I feel like that at this last point, that's where the most money is being generated. In all honesty, that's where the most revenue is.
Okay, so we're removing
this brand new heat out, but I'm not saying this one's brand new heat. But if you put this out versus the standard Boston in Boston or St. Louis, I have a St. Louis one up here too. I feel like the standard consumer is going to go with the OG.
Yeah, we're removing the hat community. The hat community.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Get rid of the hat community, because my fitted standard community is gonna go after this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so get rid of the hat community.
Is what's putting the value in the customs.
Right.
Yep.
The regular person. All right. So the regular person will buy it, but it's situational. So they'll buy it based off of if it matches something they have.
Right.
Or if they see it in person and they like it enough, then they'll buy it. But outside of that, like that's not the first thing they're gonna go for.
Nope. I don't either. I don't think that they will.
That's why this is an old logo. That's why this logo sat the first time when Lids rolled it out.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until John Jay started doing the cascading in his designs that it started getting popular again. But it's popular within the community.
Yeah. And now the plaids are getting big and stuff like that. Yeah.
So like I say, with all things trendy, they have a birthday and a sunset date. Sometimes a resurrection again. Now I feel like when it comes to the cascading logo, this particular team has done more than any other.
You want to know? All right. I think this was the first one that John Jay unveiled. Is it not?
It might have been. Yeah, it was the Boston actually.
Because he did it for the Neko.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of that. All right. This
Wait, no. He did the Oakland A's first. It was like purple.
You sure?
Big Kid, you got it, don't you? You got that purple Oakland?
I think the
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right, never mind.
I got both.
Okay, so one of the things that you kind of have to understand about this community is that they do like to design off the trend, right? So the Neko dropped, it was panic. Anytime something creates panic, other people start making that same design.
Oh, I hate that, man. I hate that too, man.
So whenever something creates panic, other people start rushing to make that design. Do you know how many Boston Cascade 99 mock-ups have been sent to me? By different people asking me what I thought?
I didn't
imagine.
I can imagine.
And I haven't done not one cascading logo. I don't plan on doing it. And it's because I already saw that it was gonna start rolling out. Like a bunch of them was gonna start rolling out.
Yeah. I did this because it made sense with my hook.
And
So
on top of that, not a lot of people are doing the LA one. Like I think John Jay did it like once.
Yeah.
He did drop one that sold out. I do remember.
But it still didn't have the same panic as the Neko.
No, Neko was it.
Yeah.
Neko was top of the line.
That was a different time in hat collecting too, though. That was. I'm glad I was got to be a part of that. It was crazy.
I was grateful for this one to sell out.
I feel like there's going to be a sunset to the Echo logo. At Boston, because I think that's the one that's done more than any.
That's the one.
Yes, it is.
That's done more than any for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Now we talked about, and I got more questions. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna transfer. Just to give you a little tip, we're gonna go into the other sports as well, but we'll get there. So. We're talking about trends, right? Things that come in and go, and things that innovation and creativity or customization. For IE, we talked about the realtree. Like it wasn't accepted. Now it's like, oh my god. I'm going to use this same hat right here for my question. What is it? Right now, it can't be. The vision isn't there. Right now, the vision. I'm getting ready to tell you. Right now, the vision isn't there. But what happens, or what is the acceptance going to be like when the side path becomes echo? Like, for example, that one. Imagine that. Right. See, you see.
I don't know about that. Might be
that might be too
right. That might be as they say. That might be reaching, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right. I'm just. This is just.
Nah, but you're going somewhere with that. I just had a vision, bro.
Man,
of like a front logo, like the Cardinals. Like let's say this script, Then you just put like the Echo STL on the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't know what.
Not Echo like a World Series patch, but maybe the LA. You know.
You know, I like that.
I say this.
I like that.
Possibly. I say this. Possibly. So
and it's never been done.
New patches, and it's just straight words. So you got some of these newer World Series patches that's straight words. Now maybe it may work.
Yeah, like this one. This is just words.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm talking about like an outline. Like look at the bicentennial.
No,
a couple of more waves.
I think that's gonna be reaching.
Right,
yeah.
But remember the context.
Yeah, that's gonna be reaching.
Right, but remember the context. The context is that's what it looks like now because it hasn't happened. It hasn't been done.
Right.
We're saying that now, but I'm saying like I know 100% being from the hat community. If my fitted dropped it, everybody in New York, exclusive fitted.
Yes.
He's talking about the real tree effect.
No.
Yeah, the real tree effect is gonna go.
Except for the fact that, all right, so patches are usually very intricate in themselves. So doing extra to a patch, you don't really need to do. The front logo is a little bit different. Like, we're talking about a Boston V. If you're really thinking about it, it's the letter B. You know what I'm saying? So if you're doing extra stuff to it, it can still, you can pull it off when you're doing extra stuff to that. But you're talking about patches. Like, these patches are already intricate in themselves.
And they're copyrighted. Don't forget they're copyrighted too. You know, someone owns these.
Yeah, they're copyrighted, but at the same
you can't
time,
just alter them.
They're already
There's a lot going on with
themselves. So you're doing adding extra to that is kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like overdoing it, over designing.
It's like putting ketchup on a chef's steak.
Put like circle, like just echoing that a little bit. I like now. Here's what I remind you. I'm saying we're talking about it. I want to make sure we're looking at it from that perspective, like the future, like if it even happened. Not every logo, just like right now, not every front logo looks good with the echo. It just
you're absolutely right.
I agree.
So what I'm saying is, when it comes to the side patches, there is going to be there's so many of them, and just to stay in major league, we're not gonna go to minor. Staying in major league baseball, there are some that might hit. My thing is, it hasn't been done, and right now, like we said, looking at the real tree effect, it's like, nah, man, we're cool on that. I want to do that. But the moment it comes available, I can guarantee you that
people will be on it. Yeah.
From a creative standpoint, somebody's gonna want to be first to get that out there.
I will say that
look at
some
this.
boring patches, so I can see that.
You know, but again, we have to keep it like we said. The mindset is not every patch is gonna work, just like not every front logo. Not every patch is gonna work. But I feel like, how do y'all feel about that? If we'll try to look at it from that perspective. I understand. Don't look at it as so much of today because we know what it is today. Think about it because you guys are all creatives anyway. So the creators. I feel like a creator should always be thinking outside the box, thinking about innovation, looking down the road. If that becomes a thing, if that becomes available to us, are you saying are you guys opposed to utilizing it on one of your canvases?
I am.
I'm not.
What about
I'm not
like
opposed to using it. I'd have to see it. This is something that I would have to see first before I would go forth in using it.
It depends on the patch for real. Like if you can make a side patch look like it's in motion, or and hook it to that somehow. I get what you're saying, but I agree with Digit sometimes with this. Like it's a little too much. It's a little too much.
I 100% understand what you're saying too, because even now I'm looking to do new stuff. You get what I'm saying? Looking to get new stuff pushed. But at the same time, I also know the limit of where things could go and how things would look. You get what I'm saying? So so look, like, I'm not even utilizing the front logo, so I'm definitely not going to do that.
So look at this. Look at this, right? So you got that right there, right?
I hate that patch.
I know, bro.
I do too, bro.
I'm just saying, right? You have that, right? And they can echo it just like they did the front of this bird.
It would take away from the front of the hat to me. I think.
Yeah.
Well, this we don't have it together. Like,
Yeah.
We don't have it together. Like, I don't have the means to create what I'm trying to show. You know what I'm saying? But
no, I get it.
I'm asking,
I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm asking. We use our imagination because you're all creative. I'm saying use our imagination. So, like, if this bird pack, his chicken pack, if it works, that logo, there's room for. Now, I highly believe you cannot take every logo or all the logos and switch it out. I just think like that one, you could do the beak. Like you kind of mimic this one with just the beak. You could, and it doesn't even have to be that many arrays. You don't need that many of them. You could just do 2. I don't know. None of us know because we haven't seen it. Because it hasn't been done. But I feel like we look at it down the road. Would that be something? It's trendy, so it's going to take off. But will you see longevity in it? And I get it. It's hard for you to. I know the difficulty right now is trying to think because all of you are doing what you should be doing. And
I can't vision it, so I don't think it will be a longevity thing. I can't vision it.
I gotta see it like the said.
My fault. Honestly speaking, I don't think there's a lot of things that are out now that are not gonna have longevity.
Well, that's true.
What's outside?
So if not the patch Echo, what if if there was a border, right? So Pat, for example, let's utilize your hat, Pat, if you don't mind, your side patch there, the St. Louis Cardinals side patch. All right. So let me put it up on the screen here. Hold on. So we got the World Series Cardinals, best team in the world, right there. Just going.
Yeah, facts.
You see how we got the outline, right? The go outline. What if we had that border to paint everything, but let's say the World Series scripting inside was echoed.
Oh, just the words.
Right. So what I'm saying is that footprint, nothing goes outside of that bordered footprint.
So the outline, the perimeter border.
Yeah, that footprint is still there. The outline is still there. But then you just manipulate to the fact that World Series has echo in it or something somewhere. Not the leafing, but the World Series has echo in it or somewhere. For that, and I'm just looking at that hat. We can look at other people's hats as well. But again, thinking from a creativity standpoint, how do y'all feel about that?
You would have to make you probably have to make the word World Series thicker and then do it, because if you don't, the word will get lost.
See, now, they do those big chunks.
Do that one again, Pat. World Series, like the Busch Stadium. No, the Busch Stadium. Pull up the Busch Stadium, Pat.
Cascade, the major outline.
Now that one I think will look dope. Echo.
It'd be too big. It wouldn't fit on the side of the hat.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah. Right. But, no. Yeah. But we're not saying that. Let's just think about it. This patch doesn't have to be that big. You shrink it. You got to make it make sense, obviously. But, I mean, this patch at the right size, echo would probably be dope. But you
can't just shrinking patches and echoing them.
I'm just thinking.
Once you shrink the patch, it's gonna take some detail away.
Starting to sound like Cappy.
I'm just saying
No, you're all right. I understand exactly what you're saying, right? The echo on the Busch Stadium, the reason why it wouldn't work would be because the patch is too big. Once you shrink that patch, you lose detail, and that takes away from that patch being beautiful in the first place.
Also, with echoes, what I've noticed is when there's a bunch of like holes and stuff, like if it's just like a LA, like the LA, there's not that many sides to it. So the echo looks good, right? You can't really see that many colors in between the L and the A. But if you were to echo this, all in between here would be different color. You get what I'm saying? It would all be, bro. It doesn't look good on every logo.
I don't even think they would do that much. I think they would just echo the major outline.
Yeah,
just this. Yeah, make it look like it's moving.
The whole time, just the outline. That's what I'm talking about the whole time.
I missed the conversation earlier. Were you guys saying that the Cascade is currently like kind of losing its hype?
On a certain one. Well, the Boston sure is.
Boston, yeah.
Yeah.
It's oversaturation. That's
it's an oversaturation. Exactly.
So, okay,
that's the problem.
Again, like I said,
it probably be just the same thing then.
All you really have to do is people stop using it for a while, and then one person make a fire one, and it'll bring
I was gonna say because them Jackies came out, you don't even see no more Cascade.
But you gotta kind of have people on that wave of stop doing it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like right now,
it's just like any other trend. Like 90s is coming back right now.
You gotta
gonna be 2000s with baggy pants.
If you're gonna be the
It's
next
gonna go full circle.
You're looking for the next wave, man. You're looking for the next heat, and it's hard. It's hard, dude.
So look at this. So we know we have seen hats where the side patch has been on the front of the hat.
Yeah.
They exist today.
I love them. Yeah, front.
So again, and y'all know me. I told y'all, if you know me, you know me. I think blue ocean. I'm always thinking outside the box, right? And I know you guys too. For example, when Digit did the satin pack, like you think outside the box, right? So that's what I'm saying. So it's not often accepted for the hat community anyway, the hat community anyway, for the patch to be on the front all the time. But say you do that, you put the patch on the front. You dare you echo it at that point?
Let's go.
It's like a design lab thing.
I want you to I need you to have the default mindset of where it's already the understanding that I need to see what patch it is, because you got to make it make sense. I can't. I know. There's no way you can answer that question in general. You can't answer that question for all the teams. It's impossible. It's impossible. But I want you to just use your, think outside the box and just, with the default of knowing it well. I want you to open your mind and not be closed mind. Go to that perspective from the open mind and think about it.
Open your third eye, boys. Open your third eye.
I mean, here's the deal. This very conversation we're having about some of these things, just say if one of you guys create it and it becomes the next thing. Like, it could happen.
You're absolutely right.
I want to know what do you guys think about that? Because don't live in the right now. Use your creativity and tell me how you feel and what. And mind you, let me help you out. I want to get you guys thinking. When you answer the question, I want each one of you to comment. I want you to take time out while you listen to the other person, but take time out to think of a logo that you would use, because you guys have all mocked up millions of teams.
Yeah.
I want you to, when you come your answer, I want you to bring to the table one that you think would work. I got you thinking. See, I got you thinking. I got you. That's the same way you think when you're mocking up. You're doing the same thing when you're mocking. You're like, So I want you to think about it. Take some time. So we're looking at it from that perspective. You can look at it from the patch being on the side by itself, or if it's a hat that's done where you flop it, where the patch is on the front. It's the focal. And okay, which one could I potentially echo? Of course, you got.
I'll probably say the 50th for the Brewers. It's a circle patch. I feel like it will work.
The 50th for the Brewers. You think that would be? You think that'd be something? Of course, you would have to hit everything else, colors and everything else, obviously.
I would say the 20th for the Mariners.
The 20th for the Mariners.
Okay. Because that patch is literally the 20.
Right, it's literally the 20, exactly.
See, look at this. See? This is so dope to me. You guys actually having to think out. No iPads or nothing, just straight off the brain. Look at Pat cheating.
I ain't cheating. There's just so many side patches. Me personally, my biggest dream in designing, this is where I'm having an issue with it, right? Where I want to go into the hat community, I want to eventually design patches from scratch for the Cardinals. That's like my end goal to all of this. This is all just stepping stones for me to get connected to the Cardinals, bro. So these people, somebody designed these patches, right? So if I take someone else's patch and I disrupt, the integrity of his design and I echo, that's where I'm having an issue with it. Like, that's why I'm trying to help, but I wouldn't echo someone else's logo. I just wouldn't. I feel like it's messes with the copyright for the league first off, and then because the logos are all copywritten for sure, they're all owned by somebody. So once you start altering different lines and adding different things, it's not copyright. You know, it's just a sticky territory. But yeah, so that's why I was looking back there because I'm having trouble even.
I gave you a tough question.
Yeah, it was tough.
It's tough. But
I mean, Mel
it gets your creative mind going. Like I'm forcing you to think about something you haven't thought about.
See, I'm thinking about echoing my own Ozzie Smith. You get what I'm saying? I can't even think about echoing someone else's side patch because when you said that, I'm like, what kind of design could I make that's an echo for the card? That's just how my mind works, bro. If that makes sense.
This is to me.
Shout out to Todd Rodham for designing those Jackie Robinson patches.
That dude just made almost, all the patches. Damn it. That dude's a beast, bro.
Go.
I think if you echo this on the side,
ooh,
that would look good.
One from Chicago, one from
that P on the side.
Yeah, all of
them.
I would probably wear that more than an Echo P on the front.
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. I just want us to think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh shit!
It'd be funny if this becomes a thing, and then we can look back at this conversation. And I'll probably say, "Wait a minute, we thought about it first. Who are you?" You know, like we have proof. We talked about it before you did it, bro.
Wait,
you were ghost watching, weren't you?
Are you on top of a parking garage?
Yeah. Okay, so I got mail said Seattle 20th. Big Kid wants to go with the COVID Pirates P logo on the side. What do you think, Digit? What do you got to the table?
I told you the Brewers.
Oh yeah, you did say the Brewers. Yeah, you said that first. Actually. You said that first. New Era Boy, you got one? If you still there, he's probably not there.
He's eating Popeyes.
Yeah, he is. Pat, you still thinking, Pat?
What'd you say?
What?
You still thinking of which one you would utilize?
Yeah.
And as we say, it's not realistic right now. So there's not a whole. You don't have to put a whole lot of thought and into it. I just think about it. If it becomes available, hey.
All side patches are like too big for me. I like echo, like the echoes that I did was the Angels in the St. Louis. I have both of those coming out, and it's like just a thin little thing being echoed, not a big block of something.
Mm-hmm. So here's where I'm gonna go next. My next question on my list is it's still real. It's in regards to the logos, okay, not side patches, the logos. Are there teams, if you're given the opportunity to recreate their logo, do you have a list of teams that are ready to go?
Tampa Bay Rays.
Approval.
I know approval and all that. Let's just say we're good to go. Like, hey, we're gonna. The new era, the MLB literally comes to you, or the MLB and the teams literally come to you and say, hey, can you? We want you to come up with the next month. Let's just say perfect where all that stuff exists. Do you have teams where you're ready to go?
Yep.
Which ones?
So since I'm doing a lot of work over there, it'll be Cubs, Sox, and 100% a Yankee. I feel like the Yankee hat's boring. The logos, they're iconic, but they're boring.
Yeah, they do. That's the U-Haul. Who want to go next?
I would say Cubs, Sox. I would say LA.
What you say, Pat?
I want to do the Cardinals. Like I said, it's my dream, bro. It's the design patches for the Cardinals. They don't need it. I truly, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Cardinals fan, but I think the Cardinals has one of the greatest catalogs with available logos than anybody, bro. So I wouldn't change anything, but I love St. Louis so much. I do want to honor our great players.
Yeah, I mean, we got 11 right there. 11 different ones. Literally.
Okay.
The question, Willis?
The ones in the fridge. Go get the ones in the fridge.
Logos are you creating?
Yeah.
Not yet.
I feel like some people that need help. I feel like
It's some older.
Padres.
Oakland.
New York definitely needs help.
Oakland's super bad, bro.
LA needs
Oakland, I will admit that.
Baltimore.
Padres.
I think LA need. I'm sorry, LA is boring this much.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's do a list of three of our least favorite. I don't want to say worst logos, but three of our least favorite. Big Kid, what's your three?
The Friar from Padres. That Stingray from the Devil Rays, whatever that thing is.
Yeah.
And the Oakland Donkey on the front.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah.
I don't care about the history of that logo. I ain't wearing it on my head.
What about you, DJ?
My three worst, or however you want to put it.
Least favorite, yeah.
New York, LA, and Florida Marlins.
New York,
LA,
Miami
Marlins.
Oh, Miami Marlins.
Miami.
Yeah.
Florida is better. Miami, it's
terrible. Let's just say the Marlins. The Marlins. I mean, that's always a fish fry, bro. It's never good.
Yeah.
Those are my three.
You don't like? Oh man, that's crazy.
What about you?
Tampa Bay. I understand the Tampa Bay Rays not being that great, but I like the Florida Marlins. Miami Marlins needs work.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know.
Alex, are you fucking
What's y'all's favorite look? That's my question.
What's our favorites?
Yeah.
Well, automatically, I'm gonna tell you, you're in St. Louis all day.
This STL, look, the STL with no outline.
Yeah, that's almost close to the Browns.
All scripts. That's my favorite. All scripts.
I do like that STL.
STL looks good to me. I'm sorry. I like STL and I like Toronto.
My favorite are the interlocked letter logos. Those are my favorite, like the LA, the STL, stuff like that.
You know, I like the simple TC and Twin Cities. I like that.
Yeah, me too. Twin Cities. I like the Padres. That's the best Padres is the SD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, it'll be the swinging tiger, even though it can't use it no more. Washington Nationals, the W.
Swinging Tigers. That's a good answer.
The W, and then just a good old script. Chicago White Sox.
It's like,
it was the Astros. I can't do another Astros.
Understand.
Too many.
Way too many.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got one.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was your fault. Did you?
It was my fault.
If you know, you know. People are like, what do they mean? If you know, you know.
Right.
You started that crap
That was
out there in New York, Queens, Jamaica, Queens.
So it was the Astros. Astros still have a lot of really good logos, but I just can't do another one.
Oh yeah, that bird is so dope. That's the bird I was supposed to have gotten, Digit.
Yeah, I love that logo.
That's the one I was supposed to have gotten.
I love that logo. Discontinued, but I love it.
It could come back. It could.
I mean, we could try, but and shit. I'm trying to think.
This is a good one too. This is one of my favorites right here. The R with the crown.
Oh yeah,
No, I agree.
Somebody just dropped one like that.
That was big.
Just dropped
One of
606.
Cool J's
one
Miami.
of those fucking pre-order pack was they got that logo digitized. That was like the last one we did. We were like, we can't do that ever again because it takes so long. It took like 4 extra months. Well, Cappy knows. He did.
Yeah.
He did one too. And it took.
Bless.
Thank you.
And he
Problem,
to get his order in.
DJ doesn't like LA noted. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Logo, man. The only one I like is when it says Dodgers, the stick and it's in manuscript or cursive if you want. I like that one. That's my favorite one of LA. Just being honest. Wiz. You say, well, hold up, Pat. Put that back up. You know that's his logo, Pat. You know that's his favorite.
No, that's his logo.
That's his favorite. What's up, Ghost? What's up, brother? How you doing?
I just like all jersey scripts. They used to be only done on snapbacks, and now they're on fitteds. Like I always wanted them on fitteds, so man, I know they're getting played out, but I'll wear them all day. I'll buy them all day.
Are we gonna get on the topic of which patches we would make a team? Like, what we make for a team?
We could do that right now.
Which what? Patches we would make for a team?
Yeah, Arizona Diamondbacks. They're lacking a lot of patches.
Oakland.
The Guardians.
Oakland.
The Guardians.
I'm not really worried about the Guardians right now because they're fairly new. So because they're so new, they don't really have a lot of history yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
we can make something. Make something for them.
For sure, Oakland A's. Oakland A's.
I'm with you on that, BK.
Oakland A's, yeah.
We got two good ones. Like that's how I feel.
So you got Arizona Diamondbacks who literally has 2 or 3 patches.
Pirates, they got some bad ones.
Yeah,
they got some good ones too. Like that.
Yeah, they do.
It was hard.
They like.
I feel like Rockies need more patches too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rockies need
more.
They do. The Phillies. Hey, Phillies.
Phillies.
Actually, I don't really think the Phillies need more patches. I just think people need to start utilizing some of their older ones.
Okay, maybe that's the reason. Maybe I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, they just use the cheat code.
I only see that 100-year and then the 96 or whatever.
Yeah.
Chicago Cubs, the Cubs.
The Sox actually need way more.
Yeah. Sox does. The Cubs actually have a lot of logos.
Mm-hmm. The Cubs has a lot more variety than Sox.
Yeah,
I've noticed that when I'm doing these Cubs and Sox hats in Chicago. Yeah, they need a lot for the Sox.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Milwaukee. I'm so tired of the little. I forgot which one of the little small triangle one. I'm so tired of that.
I like that All-Star. I like the All-Star game one.
Yeah, that one's nice.
That's their best one.
I can't even think of a Detroit patch to save my life right now.
The All-Star game one, the one with the 2 bats.
Like the little commercial field or whatever.
Yeah, Commercial Park. I don't like that one as much. I like the other one.
I like that circle one.
It's all right, but the other one's better. That one.
That's actually a really, really good patch.
Yeah,
I like the Batterman at the bottom. I like the shape of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably do a Miami Marlins if they had patches.
Dude, their front logo's real. Dude, I would be horrified to mock one of them up and get it made. Dude, I haven't seen a good one, bro. I'm telling you, the color blocking on that front logo is just weird.
I got a decent one. Let me go grab it.
The color blocking on that front logo is so weird, man.
I'll wait for him so we can go. And then
I feel like there's one more team that's missing. No, but I mean desperately need new patches.
The Rangers.
Okay, they got big logos too.
Yeah, they got them big.
They decent, I feel like.
The big one's the final. They got the final season, and then the Circle Star one. I'm trying to think of what else.
Big state on it.
Oh yeah, the state one. I like that. I love that. That's the anniversary.
Their inaugural one is fire.
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like they have a variety. It's just that people are mainly using the final season.
Right.
I'll be honest
I
with
feel
you.
like this is colored well.
I feel like the Yankees are all that great. Just being honest.
You said what?
I said I don't think the Yankees are all that great.
Nah, the Yankees have hell, bro. They got so many, bro. How many World Series did they win, bro?
27. They don't need They don't need any more patches. I think what the problem with them is that their logo is so basic.
It's basic. Everything's so basic about it.
That like when you get to the older, you can get to the older patches, but it's just like
and then they won a bunch of their years are like extremely consecutive, and like in the 80s all the patches were like the same. You get what I'm saying? Just a different year on it. So it's like a bunch of the same patches, just different years. Pretty much.
The early 90s, the patches were kind of the same.
Like all the 80s World Series are, look something like that. Where is it at?
They're that it's the diamond, but it's
the diamond, like the Battle of the Bay patches.
Yeah.
I think the only one when you get to like their really old patches, like the really really old patches, I think they're more unique and they're better. Okay, I'll draw.
This ain't it. This ain't it. That's not it.
You don't like that? Let me see that. Hold that up, DJ. That hat's fire. Oh, okay.
The patch.
Yeah.
The hat is dope.
What is that? 2001.
Yeah, the 2000s look kind of like similar too.
Yeah, they're all the same shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
all the same aesthetic. It's the same creator, probably.
Yeah, I love that patch right there.
I do too. I don't like how that one's colored, that specific hat, but
this is their cheater patch.
Yeah.
That's the cheat. You can't go wrong with that patch. That's their cheaters.
I don't even know any other patches.
From Milwaukee,
the 90s for the Cubs, like that 1990. Why wasn't there a lot more shape like that? You know what I mean? Like unique patches like that.
That's a cheater too. All right, so well, y'all, let me ask this question. Here's my next question for y'all. Here we go.
More like nipple out. Look, smiling too.
My next question is, I know I have it in my head, but I can't figure out how to ask it. Let me just do this. You got right now, of course, a lot of popularity is with the Major League Baseball. There isn't a lot of sales. When you're looking at sales generated, right? If you're thinking about sales generated, in Major League Baseball is up there. What is it going to take from anybody to get more insight or more market shares in, say, football or basketball? I feel like football will probably come before basketball anyway, in all honesty. Right now it's Major League, and everybody's going to buy Major League. We're going to create Major League Baseball. But
they're called baseball hats.
Right.
That's true.
That's not the reason why, though, the popularity for Major League, though. So people wear Major League Baseball hats for the fashion aspect. Like, especially a lot of this community. A lot of this community are not real fans of baseball.
Yeah, it's streetwear at this point.
It's streetwear.
So the reason why it became such heavy streetwear is because of the lack of knowledge of those teams. Like, they weren't real fans of those teams to begin with.
Yeah.
The people who, especially like New York culture, right? New York culture, we're more focused on basketball. We're more focused on a couple people more focused on football. So it goes back to what I was saying before about the stand base conversation. When you're making a when people are going out to buy football, they're buying their team. They're not buying anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Not buying anything else, and they don't want to see their team in any other colors.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's for football. For basketball, especially in New York, it's based off of either where their favorite player is what their new team is, or it's based off of bandwagon of who's winning. You get what I'm saying? So because you can't really tell who's going to be winning at a certain point in time, you can't really make those customs for that team until after that team is won. You get
right.
So like 2016, 2017, it was heavy Cavaliers and Warriors hats. all summer. That's what people were buying. But then once LeBron left the
Cavaliers, yeah.
Oh, no Cavs hats sold.
Yeah, no, done.
You get what I'm saying? So, in terms of like doing like customs in that aspect, baseball is always going to sell because at the end of the day, the people who are wearing it for streetwear don't really care about the team that they're wearing.
Well, it's a different. It's part of the uniform in baseball. You don't wear your Deion Sanders ain't running with this on his head. You know, football. People that love football, they collect little football heads and football jerseys, and that's why basketball jerseys are huge. With basketball, people who love basketball, or shoes, even shoes. Like people that love the NBA, they usually are big sneakerheads and love jerseys as well. But baseball, I don't think hats will get big in other cultures because they're not. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James isn't hooping in this, but David Freese was out there, in there. Right. So it's just people want to be like the athletes. So I think it was athletes. If LeBron was wearing, his team, if he had his own little custom joint that he was wearing, bro, it would start popping. But that's not what they do.
You're right.
That's just my opinion on it.
You're right to an extent, though, because at the end of the day, yes, they're wearing. Baseball players are actually wearing the hats, but for streetwear, especially in New York, we're not paying attention to what the baseball player is wearing. We don't even know who the baseball player is.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like most of us can't even name 5 players on the team.
So you know what? I think, and we're going to continue talking about the basketball, right, and going into other sports as well. But I'm glad that you guys made the points because I had the point. I was hoping we segue into it. I feel like what's more acceptable or what's more appealing in buying the basketball team is a baseball team and that basketball hook, the crossover.
Yeah,
crossover. I think the crossover is better.
It's hard to get away with that.
Well, I know that part, but I'm just saying, like, hey, I know that they, how New Era is about that now. But I'm saying,
I did a Washington crossover for the Wizards for that, and I had to do like a matte copper, so it actually would probably look good, but it's for the Wizard Jordans that came out. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the crossover.
I mean, you can get sneaky with it and get it to pass, I'm sure.
Yeah, there's like a couple ladies that you just submit a few times and maybe, and I don't know,
Because if you think about it, though, like I said, I was talking about the crossovers. I think crossovers are people they definitely would take those. Baseball hats and basketball team colors, that's phenomenal, right? But when it comes to the basketball teams themselves, and we're talking about 5950s, right? We're talking about 5950s that as we should be. Not a Mitchell and Ness. 5950 basketball. I'm like, there are some good logos. There are some good basketball team logos. Front logos, anyway. Side patches, not so much on the side patches. But front logos, there's some good ones. Decent colorways. You got different eras, just like in baseball. You got different eras because basketball teams' colors have changed a lot more than baseball teams have. Some baseball teams have not even changed. Mm-hmm. Some haven't. Right? So I feel like from an artistic standpoint, there is room there, but correct me if I'm wrong. Artistically, and then on the business side, people don't really want to touch them because of the fear that it'll sit.
You have to get consumers out of the mindset that they're in.
Because basketball, like you guys said, when it comes to basketball, and then I was going to get into hockey too, but we'll just wrap it all in. Basketball and hockey, 59 fitteds.
We don't have license. We don't have hockey license.
Well, Burr doesn't have the license.
Oh, really? You can't. Okay, yeah. I never knew that.
The license in 2017.
Okay. Okay, well, just stick to basketball then.
I like what John Jay's doing with those basketball hats. He picks a player and then he makes that basketball team that college color. I like that.
Yeah.
Hockey hats.
Yeah, John Jay gets away with a lot.
He does. Hockey hats are actually selling.
Yeah.
John Jake is what he must do everything in a lab.
I think but see when it comes to
Probably.
when it
Who
comes
just came out with the Paisley? My Fitted?
What is that?
Yeah, the Giants. It's an NFL hat.
so look when
Yeah, it's a baby blue.
when it comes to
gangster.
the basketball and hockey, I feel like when it comes to the basketball and hockey, I feel like those do well in those specific markets. I don't think they do well globally. Well, so for example, I will say this. If I had to come up with one basketball team that's probably accepted just about everywhere, it's going to be the Bulls.
For sure. It's a nostalgia.
Either that or the Lakers.
Yeah, and Lakers, yeah.
Bulls, the boy, okay, yeah. But I'm
Bulls,
thinking
Lakers,
more so.
maybe a Celtics.
Maybe
Celtics.
here's what I'm doing with it. Those teams are popular, yes. Off of popularity, yes. But I'm also thinking about
Any local team.
and culturally, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like the Bulls is going to be number one, and that's
Okay.
because of the sneakers.
Yes, you would have to make sneakers.
True.
Yeah, because
For
of
the
the
Bulls.
bread, the Chicago colorway or the bread,
Yeah.
either bread or fire red. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the Bulls. You gotta have a Bulls hat. I guarantee you, more people have a Bulls hat than people have. Well, I shouldn't say that's not true, but
If you're
I just feel like that would be the higher one. What's up, Johnny?
because if you're doing complete custom with basketball and you're talking about Bulls, it would strictly have to be for a sneaker hook.
It would have to be.
It wouldn't be for like you just doing a freestyle. That wouldn't sell. It would have to be for a sneaker hook.
It has to be. It has to be.
It will work.
So, all of you guys, and I'm not going to comment. So, everybody's creators up here. You're given a pack of 5 to create.
I appreciate it.
One of the five has to be a random NBA team. I want to know which one you all picking.
A random what?
You gotta
NBA team? Okay.
You got a 5-pack. One of the 5 packs, they tell you that one of them has to be NBA team. What team are you picking? What team are you picking?
My basketball team, Warriors.
Okay.
I mean, I guess who you're a fan of, right? That's who you're gonna pick.
Whatever you want. You're the creator.
I don't have a basketball team, so I would make a Kobe to reinsure itself, and I would make you personalize it somehow. You know what I'm saying? I would make a Kobe.
Kobe.
Probably a Utah Jazz.
Utah Jazz.
The Black Mamba hook.
Which ones you make, man?
The Bulls. Need another representation for Rose. That's my boy.
I do like the Atlanta Hawks with that big old bird spread out on the front like John Jay did.
Yeah.
That has crazy.
Okay. That's pretty cool. Because the thing is, in all honesty, you guys know it. Right now,
Pelicans.
Pelicans. Yeah, that's I just feel like right now, there's no way. I think John Jay might be the only creator right now that would even touch NBA.
Well, hey, hold on.
I want to buy them all though. I like them all.
Images like to sneak in basketball and NFL. So if you stay up with all the other shops, you'll see like Raiders and LA Bulls, stuff like that. You know, those are the big sellers.
Yeah, Raiders and Niners are the big sellers, and that's weird to me. Like that they sell all over.
Yeah, everywhere.
They always sell
Oregon
out
to Orlando.
They got a good fan base. What about Green Bay? Do they sell good? I feel like they would.
They do sell out on me. I struggle to get some of them.
Nah, they stay up there. Bears will sell better than Green Bay would.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
My basketball
I'm buying a Bears hat. Get it over there.
Doing a Bears hat.
My basketball team, in my pack, I would have done the
Bears.
Timberwolves.
I would have done the Timberwolves.
I wasn't even sitting there.
Yeah,
So, okay, cool.
Breaking my shit.
Well, I mean, that's all the questions I have that I had, written down anyway. Written down my whole list. Now we can freestyle questions.
That was a beautiful set of questions. I was loving it.
I did them today at work.
Crushed it.
I did them today at work, bro. I was in a meeting and I was in a meeting and I was paying attention.
That set of questions, DJ, that set of questions could be asked to any number of group of people. You should save that list. You can ask that question once every 3 to 6 months. You could ask that list of questions and see how people's opinions change.
Dude, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Because everybody changes. You know, I try not to hold on to too many like beliefs or ideologies because like you can't really change those. So I try to stay open and like, you know, fluid, especially in a market like where you're trying to sell hats and the trends are constantly changing.
Yeah.
Brands are always using different colors each season so they can sell new product. So you just got to kind of keep up with everything, and it's hard. It's hard, bro. It's hard to, it's hard to hit the next thing. But a lot of these guys are big celebrities too now. So you got to think like Ty and John Jay. These guys are literal celebrities in this community. So a lot of times what they say goes, you know, in a sense. So, I mean, that's how trends work. And that's how trendsetters work. So,
if you were going to make an NFL hat, what color you do? What team are you doing?
If I'm doing an NFL hat,
I got an NFL hat coming out. What do you mean, man?
Why?
Me, I'm definitely doing the Rams.
St. Louis Rams, bro.
Doing the Rams.
So you
the greatest show on turf.
I wouldn't pick my team for that. I'd pick the Raiders just because.
Or
the Raiders.
Man, let me tell you something. I put out a Rams hat. LA in itself is going to make the money that you can get in the whole country.
Yeah,
just being honest, bro. LA in itself is going to bring so much revenue. It would look like it would drop everywhere else.
Yeah.
That team will sell, and that market is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. That hat would be in the daggone stadium. Like Rare's hat.
I have this
badass stadium. Rare's hat in our
the
stadium. Rams
have like this badass like logo. It's like a real ram with like it's kind of like a more realistic drawing of a ram. It's still kind of cartoony, but oh man, I love it so much. So it's such a sick logo.
Here's a question I didn't have written down. Here's a question I didn't have written down. We've had hats created with materials. Other materials. We've got 40, Michael Kors, whatever you want to call it. We've had the satin, etc. What do you guys think would be the next breakout fabric, and where would it be placed?
It's gonna be satin, suede UV. It's gonna be suede UVs. Different color suede UVs.
Or brims or UVs.
It's hard to get.
No, I'm saying he's saying what could be the next new trend. I know it's not allowed.
Yeah.
So you know it's not allowed because you tried. I know it's not allowed because I tried. That's how you know it's gonna be a thing one day.
I think black suede even got taken out of.
What is that? Like Ed? What is that?
I'm not.
That's like wax canvas or something. What is that?
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
It's black camo. It's tonal camo.
No, that's flowers.
It's flowers.
That's flowers. That's like
flowers.
That's like windbreaker material, ain't it?
It's like murdered out grandma curtain.
Kind of, sort of.
It's satin. Is it satin?
No, it's
no,
not. It's
it's like windbreaker, bro.
It's lightweight though.
Yeah, that's my question.
We've seen a couple of them already. I didn't want to say this because I don't want people jumping on the wave, but nylon.
Alexa.
Oh, is that what it is?
We have nylon.
Nylon.
I was gonna say that, Will. I was gonna say that. So yeah, that's my question. Like, I'm glad you guys are answering it because I'm like, what is next? What is the next thing, and where is it gonna go? What is the next fabric, and where is it gonna go?
Yeah, I didn't want to say now because things are in the work, but yeah,
I like your drawing.
I love it. If it were suede UVs, if suede UVs were okay, if they were okay, licensable. If suede UVs were licensable, I feel like there's only a certain amount of colors you can do that in.
I just wish there was more suede.
If suede UVs were possible, then my satin pack probably wouldn't have been a satin pack.
Gray suede would go crazy. Black suede and brown suede would all go crazy, bro.
I don't know if Willis heard.
All suede would go crazy.
The first question I asked was, "Do you have suede?" And she said no, and I was like, "All right, do you have satin?" She's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "We're gonna do that." Yeah.
Yeah.
Good drive.
So,
Wizard asks.
Yeah, you nailed it too, by the way.
Wizard asks.
And then that photo shoot you did clean.
He says, "Toppers USA is pushing the yard coats. Thoughts?"
That's like Willis's. Willis. That's Willis's idea, bro. Willis is the creator of the ghost. No. Yeah, they're pushing that, bro. They definitely want that logo to be hype, huh?
Yeah.
It's a nice logo, but I mean,
I'm not messing with a goat on the front of my hat chewing on something. I don't know. It's just hillbilly to me.
Yeah.
what about a goat on the side?
That's nice. I like that. That would be nice.
Stay tuned.
Say less.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
That was gonna be quick.
But I don't like many animal logos besides birds.
Okay.
That's true. You did.
Yeah.
There are a lot of birds.
Do you like the animal bird? Like, do you actually like birds in real life?
Sure. I mean,
they're nasty animals, bro.
No, I don't like. I'm not a bird watcher, if that's what you're asking. But I like all. I like all animals. I love all living things. I think it's all interesting.
I mean, they cool as long as they don't poop on my car, you know?
Right?
Yeah, bro.
Let me ask you guys a question. This is controversial. I think this may be controversial. Do you think a creator is limiting themselves if they're creating hats based off of a hook? So just being able to just do it off a hook versus being able to do it, just make a hat without one. Do you think that they're like, man, you're
stuck in the colors.
You're only one sided. Like you can only do it with a hook. Can you do that controversial topic?
The thing is, this is a big. Oh yeah, it's harder to do this. It's hard. It's dude. Sometimes it's easy to do a hook. Sometimes it's hard to do a hook. If you're hooking it to a superhero with two colors, of course it's easy to do that hook. But to do to tell a story with your hook or something like that, or to acknowledge your favorite player or there's intricate ways of doing that, I think. But yeah, I think people think into it way too much.
I feel like it is limiting. You are already given the color palette, and the moment that you stray outside of that color palette, that's when people start hitting that's not that hook.
Yeah,
right.
Much rather just freestyle and come up with a name for it later.
Yeah, because in my opinion in it is that I feel like without pictures, without you being there to tell each and every customer what this hook is, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's hard to sell.
Yeah, you definitely got to spread the awareness yourself.
And then the customer is also having to take on, I'm gonna call it that responsibility or burden, whatever you're gonna call it. I feel like they too got, their ass, they gotta explain it too.
Here's the thing though, there's manufacturing issues that are a problem too. This is why I'm scared to do, even with my awareness pack that's coming. What if it's a manufacturing issue and one of the blues is wrong? You get what I'm saying? And there's people who love Batman. I'm talking about, like, my kids have autism. They're really geeky about the things they love. Some people have OCD about their hobbies and stuff, and they're like, Batman was never purple. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, I tried the best I could, bro. So that's the scary part of the hook. But the hook is usually always going to help because it's an extra sell point. You get what I'm saying? If you just have a hat I just colored it the best I could, that's the best way to promote it. Oh, this is just a fire hat I made. But if you got the Rugrats, bro, I used to wake up and watch this with my brother. You get what I'm saying? It's like other people start thinking of their life and that hook, how it relates to them. It's relating to the customer.
It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah,
because
you're gonna get. I agree with it.
It's a double-edged sword because. Oh, you go ahead.
Yeah, Go ahead. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. No, go ahead. I agree
No,
with you. That's all I was really saying. I like good hats are good.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a double-edged sword. At the end of the day, you're gonna get people who, like, for instance, Snap. Love Snap, but a lot of times he's buying a hat just because of the hook. Doesn't even mean that you really like the hat or not. Mm-hmm. And then later on, you're gonna be looking at your collection. You're gonna be like, "Why did I buy this hat?" You get what I'm saying? Right. Like, some people are buying just purely off the nostalgia of what the hook is, and based off the hat. Hat still, at the end of the day, you can pick a hook all you want, but the hat still has to be wearable, and it has to be, because you're putting it on.
It's got to be presentable.
Yeah, you're putting it on.
Bro.
So at the end of the day, the way that I look at it is like this, right? Huh? But
I said that Kanye West line where he's he wanted to have so many diplomas, he even stole my diploma.
At the end of the day, right?
Sorry, I don't know.
The way I look at it is like this, right? I'm creating a piece of art, but at the same time, it has to be something that people would wear. People would want to wear outside, right? So if I'm going so heavy on this hook that I make something that's not wearable, yes, it's going to sell for those people who want the hat because of nostalgia, because it hit on something that they grew up with or whatever it is, but they're never going to wear that hat outside.
Yeah, it's over designed. There's a lot of hats out there like that.
Yep. So I have a question about the pirates you just did, the Clemente.
Yep.
So you put baby blue, olive, yellow, and gunmetal, like that gunmetal gray. Like when I put that on a mock-up, it looks like crap. But when I see it on your hat, that looks amazing. Like if I mock something up like that, though, it looks like crap. But yeah, I bought that hat. I have that hat on the way right now.
But that goes in terms of like knowing the color placements too. Like I've gotten told so many times that I've put colors together that wasn't supposed to work.
That's one right there.
Right, it just does.
Like the colors are not supposed to work, but if you know how to place
nailed it,
you can get it. And it's all about color theory, knowing color theory, knowing color placement, all of that.
You are a true goat with it, honestly.
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's you have that fashion sense.
He's been doing, yeah.
Those colors were good for like the color trends. Like I don't know if you looked up the color trend of the 2023. I sure did, but those are them. Those colors are in it, bro. Promise you. Baby blue and olive, bro.
Yeah, I honestly don't any of that type of research. I just I put something together and then I try to see what will complement it and how I can place it to make it look the best possible way it can. It comes from a little bit of going to school to learn it, and then also having like the intuition of knowing like, okay, that's not gonna work. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's
so when you see it on a mock-up, it doesn't always look that good though. So how do you know it's gonna transfer to the hat well?
He's been working at the store forever. He's seen mock-ups turn into hats. He's been living he's been seeing it, bruh.
And on top of that, like I always keep in mind that I know what the actual color looks like. You get what I'm saying? So I never really base it off of the mock-up at all.
Like for example, really quick, sorry I keep cutting you off. I sent him a mock-up of one of mine that's gonna be coming out, and it's a dark navy and a black brim, and he was like, I don't know about navy and black together, bro. It's kind of too close, you know. And when you look at navy, like on a mock-up, it does look, you know, like a blue. But then when I got a dark navy hat, it was like, damn, Digit was right, bro. He was 100% right, bro.
On the mock-up for New Era, they're gonna lighten it up so that way you know it's navy. But in real life, dark navy is Yankee blue. That's very dark blue. Like
Yeah.
comes
It's
off
so
black.
dark that the thread matches black.
Yeah.
See, you see what I mean? So like, having that's another piece of experience that I have, being surrounded by hats, being surrounded by let me see if I have it now. Hold on.
Here comes his Mary Poppins bag.
Oh, here we go. I even bought a thread book.
Dude, where'd you get? Hey, send me a link. I've been looking for one of them.
I even bought a thread book.
We all want that, bro.
I do, for real.
Not all
We all
of the
want
threads
that.
that's in here. Not all of the threads that's in here is available in New Era, but at the same time, it has a good majority of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I sit down and I look at all the colors in person. I know all the materials because I've at some point held every single material. You get what I'm saying? So now when I'm making my mock-ups, I'm already envisioning how it would look like in real life, and then I make the mock-up. And then I have to now go to the store and be like, look, I know it looks crazy here. I know it looks crazy here.
That's how he
Trust,
stays.
this is actually this blue, this is actually this is actually this. Like, you gotta kind of, and that's how.
Where'd you go? Get that at Joann's?
Huh?
You got that at Joann's or something?
Actually, I'm not the one who bought this. I sent the money to Rare. Rare bought it. So me and him both.
I'm gonna get Rare. He should have been on here today. So I'm gonna get his tail. He probably sleep. I should call and wake him up.
We need that link.
One day I called and woke him up. I did. Did you? I called him one day.
We do need that. Willis, you could probably get the actual New Era one. There's New Era thread booklets I've seen people with.
Don't that out anymore.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah.
Oh, you tried?
No, I'm trying.
Dude, I just seen someone post a picture of somebody. They had the fabrics and booklets of they had it all, and I'm like, and it was all New Era. I was like, man, how the hell you get that?
Because that's crazy that they showed that. All the New Era reps got all new stuff, so the New Era reps are probably selling off their old stuff.
You know what? That's probably exactly what it's from.
Yeah, if you've had your account for a long time, they were sending out the physical binder. So when I was working at Exclusive, I was always in that binder, like looking at everything. It wasn't completely updated because, like I said, at a certain point they stopped sending that binder out. So that means that they stopped sending the updated threads and stuff. But that's another thing that I was doing too. Like every day I was studying that book, taking pictures, looking at the book every time, like physically looking at the book every time I came into work, all of that. So now when it comes down to when I'm doing my mock-ups, I have everything like registered in my head about what it would look like in person when it comes in. Oh, that green is not gonna look like that. Like, it looks really nasty on this mock-up, but it's not gonna look like that in person.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's it's kind of how I process everything. And then Rare is kind of on that same wave now too, especially after we bought the books. Because half the time he'll send me something and he'll be like, I don't know about this color. I'm like, yo, bro, it's a fire color, watch. And then I'll just send him like a picture that I had from the swatch book. He'd be like, all right, I'll use it. You get what I'm saying? So
it's a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
We know that's why we need it.
I got two more questions for tonight. Well, at least all I can think of right
I'm
now.
gonna have to jump off before you start those questions quick, but I'm heading to St. Louis tomorrow morning. So,
all right, where is it at? All right, buddy, have a good night.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys.
Good night.
That's No Cap here for Promise. Be tuned for all the Hatgod events going on. So we appreciate you guys, and we're gonna get out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
So, what was I gonna say? Don't we all? Okay, two questions. I got these two questions. First question is, can you guys name? I know you can, but give me a name or the team logo, whatever. I'm looking for if a retired logo that you would like to see come back. You can only pick one. Band, or you want to call it band or retired logos you would like to see come back.
The Wahoo or the Atlanta Braves Screaming Indian?
No, not the Wahoo, please.
See, the Wahoo, for real, and honestly, you can still get. But
It's this one right here.
Yeah.
This is the only right answer.
He does the right answer. That is so dope. That one, and then what is it? The Screaming Indian or Brave? The Brave Screaming Indian. That's a good one too.
Mommy, hi. Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Braves one.
Hi. Now you came out.
What's the look that I thought this
Okay,
thing that I would really want to. I'm really trying to think.
It's this one.
Hey.
The Tiger. The thing about the Swinging Tiger, it still exists right now, so it's not. It's retired to do new ones, but there's still you can cop.
The team never wanted it to be gone, so they're gonna fight to get it back. It's not gonna be gone.
They just didn't like how it was being represented in the community.
New Era didn't like how it was being represented. Team never wanted it to go away. So ultimately, they're the ones that hold the license. So New Era is probably gonna have to fold and bring it back. I would say, I don't know. It's between that Cardinals because I really want to do another one again.
Oh, David.
Hey.
Yeah, I feel like I'm old that one, Digit. I went through the mud with you on that one, Digit. Yeah. If anybody did, I went through the mud with you on that one. I was like, I'm buying this hat. I didn't even know it was supposed to be that.
Yeah. I'm so mad about that too because it got approved and everything, and then they just switched it last minute.
Yeah.
I would probably say, yeah, it would probably have to be that Cardinals.
The Cardinals is crazy.
Yeah,
the Cardinals logo is crazy. I feel like that's gonna open up. That Indian, the Screaming Indian is dope as heck. That Cardinal, that almost Arizona looking, yeah, that Cardinal crazy. That's a real.
You know what? It does look like Arizona.
Yeah, the Arizona.
You're right. Yeah. Maybe that's why they discontinued it.
I think that's what they're trying to differentiate between the two.
I bet you they had some. I don't know. There's no other reason for it, really.
Yeah, it's just to differentiate between the two because the largest difference I think is just the hat, the bird having the STL hat on.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I hate when I go to like hat shops and I type in Cardinals and it pops up all the Arizona Cardinals hats. I'm like, bro, nobody want this shit, man. Show me the St. Louis Cardinals.
It's got to be because of their logo.
Look at that bottom right one. That's so dope.
That one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably it.
I think
it does look just like that. Put a little hat on them.
So it's trying to,
look at that one with the mohawk. That's super funny. In the middle.
Look at this.
Ooh.
Oh, that's tough.
That's dope.
That's tough.
That's that football team, the Arizona Cardinals again. Oh, that's another reason. Remember, it used to be Arizona Cardinals before they moved out. I mean, it used to be St. Louis Cardinals football, Pat, before they moved out there. Remember that, right?
No, I didn't. Look at that. Go up. Look at that upside down bird.
Oh man, you see what they did with that bird?
What, you talking about the dead one?
Yeah, why they do that?
They used to be the St. Louis Cardinals football team before we lost. That was the team we had before we had the Rams.
That's crazy.
Yeah, before we had the Rams, we had the Cardinals. They moved out there. Yep. So that's another reason too. Probably trying to separate that between St. Louis, the St. Louis Cardinal baseball, and the St. Louis Cardinal football. That makes sense. That makes sense. Speculation, but it can't be too dang long.
No, it could be that because football is also they're gonna start limiting a lot of the colors that we use for customs as well. Because some of them are reserved for NFL teams now. So
they go Louisville. You got Louisville Cardinals. What's the Louisville got? No. Louisville has a bird like this. Let me go look at the Louisville. I think they have one like this.
No.
Kansas might too. I don't know.
Daddy, no. No, where's that?
I'm gonna hop back in the chat.
Okay, yeah. All right, bro.
Yeah, be easy, bro.
All right.
I like that blue one.
Big kid left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Have a good night, big kid.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, she is absolutely the best, bro.
Good night.
Yeah, so I think that, then you're looking at the Louisville people too, so yeah, I can see why they did it. I'm still oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is.
I think there was another logo that thing, but I can't remember. It must not have been important.
That's my thing for the state Seminoles. Dun, 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 dun. But anyway, the only other question I had was in regards to the fabrics, the materials. Because right now we have glow in the dark and we have metallic stitching, right? And those are the the more popular ones right now, glow in the dark and metallic stitching.
Hi, Marcus.
How do you guys feel about? Okay, I guess the same question. When it comes to those type of materials, do you think everybody's putting themselves in the same bucket by default going to those materials since they shine or glow versus your standard creations?
It's what the consumer wants, right? They want metallics right now. So if you want your packs to sell out easily, you have to go with the metallics.
I think so.
But is it like a crutch though? It's like
it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. It's like everybody right now, and I mean this, everybody looks like a great designer. But once New Era pools, you remember there for a minute, some people weren't allowed to use metallics, just a little break. If they start doing that, these little small hat stores, bro, I'm telling you, they're going to fall apart because they don't know how to design hats without metallic. It only looks good because it's shimmering.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it like this, because me and Rare just had this conversation. Rare's thing has always been metallics. Like, he's always a metallic guy. I've always used metallics as accent, right? Mm-hmm. And we both had this conversation because we know exactly what you said. Everybody's metallic and everything out now. If they're using metallic as a crutch, so they're selling everything because it's shining. You get what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it's selling for.
The thing is, once you do things and everything is metallic, right? What are you gonna do with the accent color?
I know there's only like 6 metallics.
Yeah, and 3 of them are silver.
Yeah, I know. 2 are gold. Yeah, so 5 of them are 2 colors.
So what happens when you get a logo or a patch that needs more than just 3 colors or 4 colors? Now you have to start pulling out your accent colors. And if you do not know how to accent these hats correctly, because you haven't put the time and the effort in, because you've been just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just throw a metallic in there.
Yeah. I just did a collab with a store where they said I can only do 2 metallics, so I had to redesign it.
And guess what ends up happening? What ends up happening is everybody's hats are gonna look the same.
It is, bro. It's all gold or copper. Yeah,
copper.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's hat's gonna look the same. How you gonna tell the difference between this person's design and this person's design?
Facts.
So I've always, especially in the beginning when I first started designing, I intentionally didn't use any metallic because I wanted to make sure that what I was doing could sell without having the, oh my God, it's this metallic is busting. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then once after a while, after knowing that, I can do it without the metallic, I started using more metallics. Then they hit we can't use metallic. Okay, that's not a problem for me.
Right, didn't phase you none.
Yeah, that's not a problem for me. Like, this hat right now has no metallic in it. There's absolutely no metallic in this hat.
Yeah.
There's a couple pieces in this satin pack that have absolutely no metallic in it. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. everybody's gonna use what they think is gonna be a selling point. Even with the glow in the dark, right? I don't like to announce that I'm using glow in the dark because I want it to be one of those things where once you get the hat, you might run your black light over one of your pins one day and you see it glow. And you're like, oh, I didn't even know this glows. You get what I'm saying?
You taking that approach to the Spider-Man 2.0.
That's like those Spider-Man 1.
Spider-Man 2.0s.
Yeah, nobody knew that glow.
Not a single person. Well, I know of.
That's a watch.
It is.
That's your watch, yeah.
My buddy right there.
That's how I usually like to do things. Like when I posted that Pirates glow, it was because I was asked to post it. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, I would not have posted that. I would let you guys post. Like, oh, this glows. You get what I'm saying? Right. That's not a selling point for me. I don't want it to be a selling point. I want it to be a nice little,
right,
surprise.
Yeah.
Right, a hidden gem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of people now are going to be using those things. So if they couldn't get all the metallics out that they wanted, they're gonna fill it up with glow, and then they be like, yeah, it glows. You'll see the glow before you see the hat.
Color changing thread's gonna be a thing too. It already is, but I think it's gonna get bigger.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You know what I like to see more of? I'm gonna cut it off. Sorry, yeah.
My skin?
I would like to see more creativity where you get, more action, more color changing and stuff in the inside. I thought that was pretty. That was innovative. I forgot what pack that was though. When they did
Pretty much all their stuff that they're coming out with lately, they got their own little hat club tag on it now, and then some special designs. Yeah, the buck rim.
Remember they did stuff right up in here?
Yeah, the buck rim.
What was it called? The lights or something? I don't know.
Yeah, the Northern Lights.
I think that's what it was. I thought that was pretty cool. Although you can't see it, but it's still pretty cool.
No, it is cool.
Questions? If y'all got any I want to ask, otherwise we'll start wrapping it up. We had 3 hours 46 minutes.
I should have got off here a long time ago. I'm going to Six Flags in the morning.
I gotta go to a sneaker event. I gotta be there at 10 o'clock.
Six Flags don't open until 11 though. I didn't even know that.
I ain't been in a minute.
I ain't been at 6 in a minute.
Well, okay, that's it then. We're going. All right, chat. So let me stop this music. All right, chat. So that's that'll wrap it up for this. For what 50 Cat Friday 43. I'm glad everybody came through in the chat and on the panel. Good discussions. I feel like good, healthy discussions. Definitely. I think this is one of the as many, like we commonly do, but I think this is one for the ages that definitely have good replayability for people. To just see the conversation amongst a bunch of creators that are connected with the hat community. And we also looked at it. We looked at it from multiple perspectives, right? We looked at things from the creator, consumer, and the business. So we definitely try to cover all aspects of it. So I really love and appreciate everyone's insight tonight and their takes on the chat and on the panel. We're gonna get out of here, chat. So y'all know what we're gonna tell you. We're gonna tell you stay safe, stay prayed up, pray for yourself, and pray for somebody else. Remember, positive vibes only. And I'm gonna tell you to carry the one, change the world. Be the difference. Until I might not be on tomorrow because I gotta go somewhere else. So we'll see. Otherwise, I'll see y'all later. We love y'all. Love y'all, Lord. God bless and good night.
Peace.
Peace.
18.
Yep.